All right, greetings everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. My day went quite well, no complaints. Yet another calm, mostly chill day of being on call. So what is there to complain about? Today we're going to switch it up yet again. Yesterday we streamed Dispatch. We finished those episodes. And then we also did Pillars of Eternity, right? Turn-based mode. I love that. Had a great time with it. But it's obvious they're still going to be working on getting the kinks out, all that kind of stuff. And I skipped all of the dialogue and the conversations in that first episode. So I feel like it'd be very poor to watch if you're completely unfamiliar with Pillars of Eternity or you just never did like a full run, which I think a lot of people who didn't have exposure to Pillars of Eternity before probably will now with the turn-based mode being added. And so I think I'm going to wait for the full release of it. And then we'll do a full live stream. And it's going to be one where we take our time, experience all the dialogue so that people can get the full Pillars experience and decide whether or not it's something they want to purchase. And because of that, we're probably going to do something a little bit different this time. What's up, Elsie? What's up, Jovi? Travis, how are you all doing? Still not feeling all that great today, Travis. Yeah, I saw GTA got delayed. I think it's wild that they ended up firing 40 people as a union busting technique, and now their game has to be delayed yet again. I do not believe those two things are unrelated at all. What up, Quintech? How are you, dude? Camilla, what's good? What up, Tito? How are you all? Can you show that Rogue Trader box I see in the background? Never seen it before today. It's just the box for the collector's edition, that's all. Yeah, so here you go. Just the box for, let me back up, son. Just a box for the collector's edition. Nothing crazy on like the sides or the back. I don't remember if the inside was crazy. Hold on one second. I don't even remember how this opens. Here we go. It opens this way. Yeah, nothing crazy except it's just the holder for the Cassia statue. And then, of course, I think they might have like added a separate page with it that had the code for the game. So I had purchased one, and I think Owlcat sent me one as well. Yes, I'll be using the same build when we go back to Pillars for sure, Quintac, for sure. What's up, Akashima? You save yourself from getting stuck on doorways in beta. Exactly. I feel like if you're going to be live streaming the game, you want to live stream it in the best way possible, you know, unless the whole game is in beta. But the game itself is not as in beta. I might as well just wait a little bit. I feel like it's probably not going to be that long before they give us the full version of the patch. So, you know, might as well just chill out for a bit. What's up, Harold? We did not finish the Outer Worlds 2 run. I might circle back to it at some point. But right now, I kind of want to do something a little bit different. What a week. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up, Deacon. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to keep up. Oh, you didn't know Road Trader had a collector's edition? Yeah, Jovi, a Cassia statue. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Rogue Trader had a collector's edition with a Cassia statue. That's what's back over here. So, in fact, both of these. This is the warrant of trade from Rogue Trader. And then this is, hold on, let me minimize this so you all, I can make sure you all can see it. Yeah, this is the statue of Cassia that came with the collector's edition of Rogue Trader. And so that's what basically came in the box along with the code. The only thing Oh, damn. I'm never even bothered looking at the back of her cape. Her back of her cape is actually kind of sweet. The only thing missing from this, somehow I lost it. There's supposed to be like a little cover over her head with the third eye showing on it. And so instead, there's kind of just a hole there, but it doesn't matter that much because y'all can't tell from when the statue's all the way back there. It's only when it's up close like this that you can realize, oh, there should be something there. I'm sorry, hold on, the staff is supposed to be turned around. So when the staff is turned around, you can see that it's got the skull on it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Deacon, I think this is pretty sweet. As far as things that like you get with a collector's edition, I feel like this statue is pretty it's pretty damn good, pretty accurate. You know, yeah, it's super detailed, like all of like the bag on her and how detailed the armor is and all that, and even the stuff she's standing on. Like I feel like there's a lot going on with this statue, and so I feel like it's one of those collector edition things that's well worth the price, and it makes me excited for what the statues are gonna be like for the Expanse and Dark Heresy. Because I don't know whether or not Kingmaker had a collector's edition and what that was like. And I actually didn't get the collector's edition for Wrath of the Righteous either. So I don't know what the stuff was like that you could get with it for the first two games. But for Rogue Trader, I feel like Outcat did right by people. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to go. All right. Now, today, you should get a Wolverine Edition PS5 from Sony. We'll see. Maybe. You watch Critical Role over several days on Beacon? Nice. That's fair, especially with it being a second run. Yeah, exactly, Harold. Going to be working Outer Worlds 2 this weekend and Rue Valley next week. Yep, I definitely plan to review Rue Valley. Thank you for reminding me. I need to look at that again. But today I wanted to do Black Geyser. So Black Geyser did come out with a new expansion. I got a code for it, but there were a ton of other games that were out during that time. And so I just didn't have the bandwidth to get into it, but I definitely wanted to. And there are multiple people who asked like, yo, we could use a guide. We could use some information on what we're supposed to do, all that kind of stuff. And so I can't, and also there were so many patches and updates made to this game that I kind of just want to run through it the way I would do a regular playthrough, especially since I never live streamed it the first time anyway. I just kind of blazed through it so I could review it. And so doing it this way rather, will give us the opportunity to take our time, experience everything, see how much better it really is, see how good or not all that great the new content is. We're going to find out. And I'll also give many of you the opportunity to decide whether or not this is a game you might eventually want to get. Outcat always does special editions on their site. If you order off their site, they give extra DLC alpha access and are usually cheaper. Makes sense. What's up, Vakar? Black Geyser is about greed that is spreading across the world, and you have to figure out basically how to be the stoppage against it. There's more to it than that, but I haven't played this game for 2 years, so honestly I don't remember that much. Oh, the shout out in your yeah, no problem, Wide Guy. I felt like you deserved it. You've been keeping us all abreast on what's going on with the game. I appreciate the updates. Oh, you finished the Outer Worlds 2 last night, Travis? Give it 8.75, so you really enjoyed it. Yeah, it seems like this Outer Worlds 2 is much better received than Avowed. I'm interested in the fact that apparently Obsidian is already working on Avowed 2. Now, on the one hand, it's kind of odd because they clearly just abandoned DLC, which is weird to me. It's like, wouldn't you be working for DLC for Avowed instead of just going over and saying, no, we're just going to do a second game? But I wonder if Obsidian looks at Avowed and says, we can do better. There's some things that we could really improve upon, and we'd rather just spin the wheel completely brand new and do some completely new stuff for the audience rather than doing DLC for a game we believe we can improve upon. And so I'm really, really interested to find out what Avowed 2 is going to be like. I have high hopes. I just want them to have barbarian and chanter mechanics. That's all I ask for. Just let me play as a freaking chanter in Avowed and I'll be happy. What's up, Dan? How are you, man? I am doing fantastic, dude. I hope you can say the same. All right, now with all that, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me spin up Black Geyser so we can get started. Skip the launcher. I don't need the freaking launcher. I'm gonna tell you right now, this unfortunately the majority of the stream today is probably going to be, didn't I just say skip the launcher? Why am I getting the launcher? The majority of the stream today is probably going to be character creation. I apologize. It's been 2 years since I played this game. I do not remember the mechanics at all. And so I'm going to have to take my time and figure out what is the exact type of play style that I'm looking for. And one of the advantages, or rather the cool things about this game, is that there are some really interesting mechanics that you could potentially do for it. So usually you all say the sound is too loud. I'm going to reduce the sound down to about, let's say 75%, and then you all can let me know if that is cool. Brian, what's up, dude? This is a game called Black Geyser. It's a CRPG that actually released a couple of years ago, but it got a new expansion, and there's been a ton of updates to the game since the time it first came out. I never did a live stream of it, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a live stream so you all can check it out as well and see if this is something you might want to get into. Local grocer had frozen turkey on sale. Ooh, nice. You eat it every day for the past 10 days? That's awesome. Quintex, supposedly they're still working on a new game plus for Avowed, so that might be part of the patch you're talking about. You think Avowed 2 is going to be awesome? I do too, Akashima. I got high hopes. All right, new game, and I'm gonna create a brand new character. Okay, so in this game, you right off the bat, you choose your race, you choose your sex. You could be a human or a dwarf, or an elf,
my arrow true,
or a Feldagug, which are basically like snow elves, or you could be a Rillo, which is basically unique to this particular game and the world. Tomorrow is in 7 Day. Come on now. In 7 Day Wine Guide, most likely we're going to get an update on what's going on with Mass Effect. Probably just a small teaser, nothing crazy. But I am going to release a clip from the Baldur's Gate 2 interview that I did tomorrow, because there's a portion where they talk specifically about Mark Meir, who is the voice actor for Commander Shepard. And so I think that's going to be really cool to see some more information about him. And then the full interview is actually going to release on Saturday. I'm very, very excited for it. Really, really interested in seeing the reaction from the community for this interview. Update is the Saudis canceled. What? Stop it. Stealth release full game. Nice. What's up, Johnny? How are you, man? What's up, Highlander? We're gonna get something Mass Effect related tomorrow. It's just a matter of what. All right, now for each race, it has its own specific stats, and it has specific classes that it cannot take, right? So if you're a Rillo, you cannot be a Ranger, Templar, or Winter Mage. If you're a human, humans can be any class, but they get a lot less of the extra stuff than the other classes do. Whereas Dwarf, there's a whole big long line of classes that it it cannot take, but it can wield war clubs and hammers no matter what you take, and it's got a bunch of resistances and additional damage percentages that it gets. So 6 in one, half a dozen in the other with everything. When I did my original run, I was a Rillo. I really enjoyed that, but it doesn't appeal to the type of playthrough I want to do this time. I think we're going to go with the Feldagug, and then male, and then next up you could choose your class. Now this game is it's very interesting the way it deals with classes. November 11th, the last DLC for KCD2 release Plague inside a cathedral. Yeah, once I'm giving serious consideration to trying to go ahead and do a replay of KCD2 once that DLC comes out, so that I will have completed the game by the time the Game Awards comes around. I might do that. What questions did you have, Vakar? What up, Cash? Yeah, we were just talking about the pushback of GTA. I definitely feel like it's because of the union busting. They fired like 40 people. You fired 40 people and a week later you announced that your game gets delayed? Okay. Okay, bro. Only 26, damn near. Yeah, that's exactly. What up, Zach? How are you, man? All right, so we got you got cleric, which is what you think it is. You got fighter, which is what you think it is. Convoker is like a summoner. That's probably what I'm going to play. They also got druid fighter. They've got a Highlander, which is like the guy who can wield multiple weapons. They got necromancer, super cool. I love the way they have unique portraits for each class that you choose, and it's unique also for the race that you choose, right? So if we go to fighter, it's going to show this guy. If we change to Arillo, then fighter would have a completely different look, right? And then again, when you choose some of these other ones, it's going to have completely different portraits based on the race that you chose. Super cool. Does even more, I feel, to add to that feeling of uniqueness in the game. Really cool stuff. And so, is there a unique portrait for ladies too? I believe so. Let me check. Let's check if there's female. Yep, there we go. So Feldagug, and let's see if you're a winter mage. Yep. Looks like it. Swindler. Yeah, it looks like some of them are. Damn. Yeah. Not only are there unique portraits, they look. Some of them look completely different from what we had before.
I am never lonely.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite portraits right there. So yeah, it looks like it's unique portraits, not only based on race but sex. That's a great note. That's a great note for sure. Yep. Take care, Wine God. Have a good one, dude. Critical Role. Yeah, I've seen like a couple of highlights, but I've never watched an episode of Critical Role. Yes, Nate, this is an isometric CRPG. All right, now I'm pretty sure I want to play as a convoker.
My friends await my summons.
So this is a summoner. So stats can only wear robes, can wear light armor and supernaturals greater than 2, can wield the following weapons: slings and foosballs, throwing weapons, rod and staff, small blades. Interesting. That's a high level of care for the devs. You could tell they really wanted to get this right. It's awesome. +2 focus to racial base. I don't remember what that. To whatever the stat is going to be at based upon your race. Okay, so more intelligence, more focus, which I believe helps me cast more spells. So right, based on what character level I am, I'm going to have increased damage dealt by summoned creatures, increased health for summoned creatures. Okay. Oh, and then the duration that my summons that will stay out is going to be longer as well, based on the duration of my spells. Multi-class Convoker disables the use of heavy armor and large shields. So there is multi-classing available in this game. You can just press add more, and then it allows you to choose an additional class. Now, you could choose up to 2 additional classes for your character. While a higher amount of experience is needed for advancing, the character gains access to a wider range of skills and abilities. Recommended for experienced players. Well, I wonder what more information is. The experience required to level a multi-class character equals the sum of experience requirements of the classes selected, then reduced by 20 or 40% depending on the number. Only one class from each class group can be selected. So right, so I have access to cleric, druid, yeah, if I wanted to. So you could add like cleric and then add one more and choose one of these, right? If you wanted to stack them up. But I think you have to do this up front. I don't think you could do it afterwards. I wouldn't hate on an Avowed 2. If I look past the pros and run into an Avowed, I'm disappointed all the wasted potential and missed opportunities. I'm really interested to find out what Obsidian believes are the missed opportunities with Avowed 1 and what they want to improve with Avowed 2. Yeah, you feel like they waited too long to give you a serious choice? Yeah, I can see that. Brendan Lee Mulligan is an amazing DM. Haven't called you in the new campaign, but I'll bet it's great. Nice. Yeah, I might have to give it a whirl. Critical Role is doing so many interesting things that I really like. I love the dispatch game. I absolutely love it. All right. Physique. What is this? A character's value of physique modifies their damage dealt with physical attacks, their maximum health value, their ability to evade incoming attacks through blocking, carrying capacity, and resistance to poison and acid and strain and pain effects. Interesting. Oh, so they won't let me lower any of these down any further. So all of these are at the absolute bottom of the barrel rank anyway. Now hold on, they said something about you can wear light armor if supernatural is greater than 2. I don't remember if wearing light armor is actually a benefit to me or if there are robes that are great for me. Let's see. Supernatural displays a feature of characters that elevates them above ordinary creatures. The value of supernatural increases the character's base health, resistance against heat, cold, and poison and acid, enables further special abilities for warriors and outlaws, and increases the number of elevated energy slots for wizards and priests. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that up to 3. And then I definitely want, how much intelligence will they allow me to have? 15 maximum. So I was at 7 and now 8 more. I agree, Jovi. Dispatch has been amazing. So amazing. Does Dispatch have anything to do with Critical Role? Yeah. I know Laura Bailey is in it, but she's in everything. No. Every time you start a new episode, it starts up with in association with Critical Role. What does intelligence do? Displays a character's ability to think plan. A character's value of intelligence increases the number of their base energy spells. Okay, so it gives me more slots to work with. Now focus modifies critical chance and increases their resistance to depressive and strain and pain effects. Mental strength and resilience. Why do wizards need this? I'm not sure wizards do. What is dexterity? Displays the character's agility, status chance, and their chance to evade attacks through dodging and parrying. Focus displays a character's perceptiveness, mental strength, and resilience. It modifies their critical chance, interrupt evasion, and their ability to evade incoming attacks through dodging and blocking. Okay, I don't think I need any of that. And increase the efficiency of skills that depend on one's mental abilities to be performed. What determines the amount of damage that my spells do? Because it doesn't appear that any of this does that. So let's see. Charisma, it modifies a character's critical chance, status chance. Interrupt strength, bargain, and persuasion skill and various class skills. I feel like I probably want that. Think I have then. Check it out. Finale is next week. Yeah, the last episode will be Wednesday. What's up, Frosty? How are you, dude? This game is a bit of an underappreciated gem. Yep, that's exactly why I'm live streaming it. But I'm still a little confused. So, do I need focus? It seems like focus does not directly relate to being a mage. I like having more supernatural. I got 9 points. I already got 6 on mental strength and resilience. Interrupt evades their ability to evade incoming attacks and increases their resistance to depressive. And yeah, there's nothing about magic here. It's always useful to have more charisma, so I almost feel like I want more charisma. And then bring this up to 4. I don't remember if you get more attribute points as the game goes on. Focus is great to avoid status effects. I should have frontliners who are getting more of the status effects though, hopefully. What's up, So Cold? You play Black Geyser? Oh, status effects are a bigger deal in the update? Interesting. That's good to know at least. Well, you know what? If that's the case, I don't remember how charisma works. It modifies crit chance, status chance. That's nice. Interrupt strength, bargain, and persuasion. Yeah, I don't remember how persuasion works in this game. All right, we'll give myself a little bit more focus, but I'm gonna leave it there. Heat, cold, poison. So I guess I could get what, a 20% bonus in one of these? I'm gonna take heat. I like having resistance to fire. I'll take it. Okay. Tons of items increase focus, and you don't get attributes increase except by items. And yes, you just complete a playthrough with the DLC. That's awesome. So do you, did you play it at launch? And if so, did you feel like there was a big difference between the way it works now and the way it worked at launch? And overall, did you enjoy your time with it? Learning and research offers the ability to read various texts, scrolls, and recipes. Scrolls can then be cast or recorded into spell books. Oh, this game is spell books. That's interesting. While recipes can be learned and added to the compendium. Increases the efficiency of spells cast from scrolls by the skill percentage. Okay. 66%. That's nice. Now we also have brewing and drying. Oh, wait. But there's also bargain and persuasion, right? So you would need to take that skill, and I probably should be focusing more on learning and researching so that my scrolls are on point. I'm probably not going to be the persuasion person, so you know what, they got to give you somebody else that has persuasion. I'm gonna just assume at some point we get somebody else who has persuasion. Pretty sure persuasion will help you to convince people of various things. Thanks, Brian. Always appreciate you filling me in, bro. Here, let's do that. What does interrupt evasion mean? Ability evade incoming attack through dodging and blocking. Can you interrupt an enemy's ability to evade? What's up, mister? I'm good. How are you? Did play it at launch. It feels more polished with more abilities than Lost. Nice. Still not the most streamlined experience, but it was made by a small studio. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Intelligence, focus, charisma. I have low. I wonder if this is my health, right? I feel like I probably need a little bit more health. What's up, Conrad? This is an older game, but it just got an expansion, and it also got a ton of updates since it originally launched. Pretty sure it tells us something to do with the organ called the brain. Keen insight. You all are so helpful. So helpful. I can't complain at all, mister. I always feel forced to take persuasion RPGs because I miss out on content. You know, I've always been that type of player until my recent Outer Worlds 2 playthrough, the live stream where I didn't have charisma at all. And you know what? There is a little something to it. I hope that one of my party members has persuasion. We'll see though. All right, what's the deal? What is magical perception? Offers the ability to actively sense and disable hidden traps in the world. Traps sensed and disarmed using a magical perception skill must be at least of magical nature. Sensing traps is easier than disarming them. This skill is inactive until a skill point is invested into it. Okay. What is magic warding? Offers the ability to erect a barrier of arcane force around camp when resting at outdoor locations. Look at that. Such a barrier will discourage wandering beasts and bandits from approaching the camp. Discourages ambushes. Interesting. Arcane studies. Whoa, enhances aptitude for elevated energy level spells, both increasing available casting slots as well as decreasing the time needed to rest between casting them. Cooldown between elevated energy level spells is decreased up to 50%. This skill is inactive until a point is spent into it. That seems nice. Enables additional dialogue choices themed around wizardry. This skill is inactive. Each point of charisma increases this by 1.5. Each point of focus increases this by 0.5. Each point of prodigy increases this by 4%. Ha ha! Interesting. What's up, Heniac? What's up, Rob? How are you? If you want a persuasion party member, you could create them yourself. That's true. That's always an option. This has a couple of nice options. I'm going to go, no. Well, you know, there probably needs to be someone who can pick up those traps, magic traps. They're probably ugly, 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 ugly. What increases this? Focus, intelligence, and magic perception. Yeah, I probably should go this route. Even though I really, really want to go the arcane studies route, somebody should be able to sense these traps. So I'm gonna take this. All right, weapons, slings, rods, defies a care. Rods and staves increase the user's aim and accuracy with them. Staves are average speed. So I don't remember if any of the weapons actually help you as a magic user. You know how some games, the weapons will have special stats that will help you with your spell casting. I seem to remember that was not the case here. And then I ended up using slings and it wasn't all that great. What up, Duncan? How are you, dude? What's up, Machine? One thing to know compared to launch, it allows you to create custom companions. All right, so I'm probably gonna create a custom charisma guy. I'm good, Duncan. What's up, Scott? So as the only content creator I will watch regardless of what game is being played. Hey man, I appreciate it, dude. I absolutely appreciate it. I think the rods and staves are supposed to provide you with a staff, Mistra. What's up, just leaving? I bought this game with anticipation for the mini updates and DLC. Yeah, the expansion has been launched. So I think So Cold was saying that it was decent, that he had a good time with it, but I haven't experienced the content yet. Custom companions are just basic NPCs, but it can fill out niches. I just want to make sure I have a charisma person with me at all times. So rods and staves, usually that's what a mage would use, right? So I think I'm going to take a point there. All right, and it looks like I get 2 spells. I am going all the way full summoner. Why is this in green? A large egg appears on the battlefield, followed soon by a scorpion inside. Summons an egg that hatches after 1 turn, summoning a dire scorpion for 3 turns. Scales up to level 9. Summons greater scorpions on higher levels. Well, that sounds useful. Summon rat. Wait, how long does poison weapon last? This spell enchants the caster's attack with magical poison. Make an opponent's think twice before approaching them. Chance to apply poison on hit for 30 seconds. 100%. Yes, mister. This is a isometric CRPG. It's made, as soon as we get in, it'll look very familiar, or very similar rather, to like a Pillars of Eternity, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. Those games were definitely influences on it. Sometimes green is for nature and healing spells in RPGs. True, but this one is definitely a summoning spell. I could get poison weapon, but I think I'm straight on that. Summons 2 rats for 4 turns, scales up to level 9. Summons 2 forest crawlers for 4 turns. Scales up to level 9. This spell conjures a swarm of angry wasps to attack the caster's target and any enemy in their vicinity. Ooh, taking 1 to 5 stabbing damage each turn. Scales up to level 9. Well, I like this. I bet this is great in groups. All right. Appearance. Ooh, look at that. Hairstyle. We'll just keep it simple. Those are the only options, so we'll just keep it simple. Go with bald. And then sure, we'll go with that. Hair color, dark brown. They're not gonna show me it at all. That's fine. Skin color, I do not want to be blue. I want to be blue black. Black or that black. Eye color, green. Nah, I'm good on that. I don't want red either. Where the brown at? That's not red. Why is it saying that's red? If that's red, what is that? Oh, that's brown? That's not red? Okay, fine. Maybe I'm colorblind. Major color. Don't care about the major color. Now we have a list of portraits we could choose from. I am a Feldigug. Okay, so these are all the portraits that are available. You're an option. Oh, I like the way you look like a brother who's got his shit together. I like that. This is a pretty cool collection of portraits. Pretty sure this is the one I used the first time. I like how colorful they are too. There's a nice use of color in many of these portraits. Second row, 4th pick in. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, this entire curation experience reminds me way too much of Icewind Dale. I agree, Mistra. I'm waiting for Obsidian to finish with the turn-based patch, and then I'm definitely going to do a full run of Pillars 1. You played a Summoner Ranger last year? Nice. I'm going all Convoker. I'm going all Summoner here. The only thing I didn't like about this game, well, it didn't feel complete when I played it, and it definitely didn't feel polished. But even more to the point, the only thing I didn't like, oh, wait. We're missing a bunch of portraits. Okay, so there's a bunch of women as well. It filters by sex. That's interesting. It had real time with Paul's combat, and I always felt like combat was kind of tougher than it should be for reasons that were not my fault, if that makes any sense. You know, it kind of felt like, ooh, she looks kind of wicked. I like that. These portraits are really, really freaking colorful. That's awesome. I always felt like the combat needed some work. It seemed like it was way tougher for reasons that did not truly make any sense. We'll go with Isaac. Oh wait, they suggest names. Coraldur, Evald, Oscar, Ivor the Boneless. No, we'll go with Isaac. So now it'll be a fun playthrough. Pillars 1, yeah, Dabs comes at you fast. No, I was talking about in this game. In this game, it feels like the real time with pause was set up in a way that I didn't quite like.
Yeah.
Are the companions interesting in this game? They can be, but if I remember correctly, this game has little to no voice acting. So I know for some people that makes it harder for you to connect to the companions. Brute, Scholar.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
It's a little much.
I await your instructions. I'm listening.
That's kind of funny. What does misanthrope
Speak your
mean?
mind. Don't you have another lick spittle?
Lick spittle. What is a misanthrope? What does that mean? A person who dislikes humankind and avoids human society. What?
What? Me? Here I am.
I kind of like that. I like it. He prefers the company of his summons. He's not really into people, but he's still going to help people regardless. Misanthropy is hatred of other people. That's awesome. Voice acting is still sparse. There's more, but it feels at random bits. So basically, it's just like Pillars 1. Because Pillars 1, the voice acting, when it would or would not cut in, felt very random. Boop, boop. Okay. I think this works. Let's do it. Would you like to create an additional party member? These characters are childhood friends of the protagonist and will be completely loyal. Well, sure, why not? All right, so we want someone who specializes in charisma.
Breaking rock or breaking skull.
-2
My blade is sure. My arrow
charisma.
true. My blade is sure.
Negative
My
charisma as
cunning
well.
serves where violence will not.
Ranger, Templar, Winter Mage. Anthropo means humanity. So anthropology is the study of humanity. Oh, very interesting. If a game doesn't have Kingmaker amount of voice acting, at least I'm kind of out from buying it. I don't remember how much voice acting this one
I
has.
am ready for battle.
I can't remember. You absolutely give useful answers sometimes, Brian. I know that there's a female mage I liked having in my party. Oh, and there's a black guy who's a Highlander that I liked having in my party. So there's a human and there's a Feldagug that I think I liked. So maybe go with
Cunning serves
Rillo.
where violence will not.
Yeah, I think I like this. In here. My little sister. All right, now. Let's use something. What's
Keep
Swindler?
your eyes on the coin.
A master
Where has it
comment. They
gone?
focus less on outright burglary and more on manipulating the weak or greedy. Unlike thieves, swindlers operate in plain sight. Because of this, they are better in open combat with their plans and machinations unfold in the shadows. +2 charisma. You can only wear light armor. You can wield the following weapons: bows and arrows, slings and foosball, throwing weapons, small blades, rods and staffs. You can dual wield one-handed weapons. So I could give her a bow and arrow. That's probably what I do. She starts with a +5 bonus to bargain and persuasion. This works for me. How is her damage with... She gets additional damage with throwing weapons, small blades. She gains additional damage against sleeping, stunned, unconscious, pacified, charmed, and knocked down targets. That's weird that she gets a damage bonus with small blades, but not with bows. So what about
The
Thief?
shadows are my home. Come,
Thief,
let me show
same. Nothing for bows. Oh, you know what? That probably is there like a ranger? I think there's like a ranger. What's up, Grumble? How are you, dude? Appreciate you using Prime sub over on Twitch, man. What's up, Jinx? How are you, man? I'm in character creation. I think character creation here is fantastic. But otherwise on the game, I can't comment yet. What's up, Neuro? Is it always better to build your own companions? No, in fact, most of the time I prefer not to. But in this game, I seem to remember feeling dissatisfied with some of the companions that I got, so I feel comfortable doing it here. Thief, Swindler. Oh, that's what I want to look at. What is if
My
I
blade
here?
is sure. My arrow is
Can you be a
true.
ranger? Probably. There we go. What
I
does
shall be
ranger
your
look
guide
like?
to the wilds of
Okay, so
Lerengar.
rangers are the ones that get additional damage with bows and arrows, but don't nearly get the same stuff for increase in charisma. I wonder how important charisma actually is, but I don't want to take a chance because we're already in the game. It's going to be too
Cunning
late to
will
find
serve
out.
or violence will
So
not.
we're just going to go ahead and play a
Keep your
swindler.
eyes on the coin. Where has it
I wonder
gone?
how throwing weapons works. Do you need to buy more constantly? That's probably the way it works, but you know, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. All right, we are going to max out charisma, which goes up to 14. And then we're also going to max out dexterity. Modifies their aim and accuracy, status chance, and their chance to evade attacks. And then probably also what? Give you some additional physique, I guess. Value modifies their damage dealt with physical attacks. Well, I definitely want plenty of that. In fact, we do not need to make charisma here. There we go. 11, 12, 12. That'll have to do. What's up, Godric? Looks like my quest inspired you to start a new playthrough. Yeah, I decided to do it. Plan to start it soon too. That's awesome, man. What's up, Off Brand? Never heard of this one? It actually came out a couple of years ago, but it's gotten a ton of patches and it just got a new expansion. So I figured I'd check it out. Making your own party is peak, especially if the personality you pick affects your available dialogue, like Solasta. I personally prefer party members created by the developer because I'm really into party member quest. But Solasta is amazing. Oh, that's interesting. So there are general spells and skills, and then there are class-specific spells and skills. And then there are also weapons, but what weapons you have access to depends on what class you have chosen. This is all very, very interesting. Interesting. All right, so you got bargain and persuasion, and you got brewing and drying. Hide and sneak. When you're using hide and sneak, you can backstab enemies. That's interesting. Ooh, pick locks. The ability to unlock doors, chests, and various containers. Well, I'm definitely going to want that. I have a high dexterity. So, yeah, sure. We'll do that. Shady dealings would be nice too, but... This are GTA 6, very similar games. One of these days we'll get a game to let you do a full character creation for multiple party members, and there'll be systems in place to roll them up a narrative backstory to explore. Solasta does give each one of your created companions one party member quest, but that's it. One thing to know, multi-class swindlers or thieves add more skill points to the other classes. That is interesting. You like multi-class, a swindler with a mage class for my MC in this game to have the skills and the spells. That's super interesting. I prefer keeping my characters more pure. I usually don't switch them up. I usually don't multi-class them in that manner. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how I feel when we get into the game. You know what? I'm kind of cool with this portrait. I don't have issue with that at all. This one is also interesting. None of these people really look like a swindler to me, though. None of this screams, man, if you turn your back on me, I'll steal something from you. They just all look like really, really cool freaking portraits. I wish that they had a blown up version of the portrait you can see here so you could really appreciate the details. She looks super creepy. Let's see. You know, we are Rillo, so I guess we'll go with this. Yep, Solasta tried. Hopefully Solasta 2 goes a little bit further. We'll see. BG3 definitely one where I almost make my own, if not specific origin run. It's very roleplay friendly. Absolutely. Sure, suggest something. You can't do better than that. You know what? Here, I got here. Yeah, I got Baldur's Gate 2 on the brain. Oh, that's interesting. The women get different voice options than the men. Like the actual words, Amazon, academic, Valiant we had before, but Amazon and academic were not there before. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because she's female or is it because I chose Rillo?
Where there's a will, there's a... what? Speak your mind.
Nah.
I await your instructions.
What's up, Doodlebug? Haha, no. I already created my main character, but they let me create another character as well. Leftmost column, fourth down, kind of looks like a
Nice to be
swindler.
needed.
Here, hold on one. Leftmost, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha! Gee, almost does, but the lack of eyes makes it look creepy to me as well. So it's more creepy than Swindler for me. Like Woljith, exactly. What's up, Paul? How are you, dude? It's not my first time playing the game, but it's my first time playing the game since it first launched, and there have been a ton of updates and an expansion since then. So anyone know if you could use dialogue skills that are leveled up on companions, or that I don't remember. Voices are based on male, female, regardless of race. Got you. Thought this was new. Nope, not new, Jinx. Maybe Iron Oath. I never played Iron Oath. Is it worth it? These portraits are better than Outcat Gay's portraits. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell when they're not blown up. But I will say some of them are super, super colorful. And I like that. Like that quite a bit.
Why not? Point the way.
All right. Yeah, I think this works. Jahira, boo, boo, and done. I'm not gonna create my whole squad. The rest of them I'm gonna leave as party members. So no. Would you like to enable main quest guidance? You can change this later, I guess. What does that mean? Like the Pathfinder portraits, but they needed more of them too few. Yep, I agree. Probably a good aligned playthrough, Godric, but we'll see.
Oh, why didn't I look here first? And more to the point, why must I come fetch you for every little thing?
Sorry, what am I supposed to be doing?
Oh, you do know this is the day the Lords of Isilbright are visiting? You are simply the laziest... Never mind. The Lords are already here and waiting to be served. And for goodness sake, don't forget to gather your things from your chest before you come to table.
Are you sure, Brian? I don't think that's what it does. You ever received the request to expect the objectives or progress your quest? Whoa, maid servant is pacified. All days of rust, side quest, journal, compendium.
If you insist.
Is there a way to speed up? Oh, dearest Nifra, your eyes are like the pristine waters flowing in this fountain, really clear and wet. Your shining locks reminiscent of clouds shining in the sky up there above us. I told you, Mistra, strong inspiration for sure. Thank you, Sir Gavilan. Your compliments warm my heart, I think. Oh, Nifra, there isn't a lass on this whole estate whose beauty compares with yours. Or, maybe the country. Yeah, I mean in the whole country. That's very kind of you to say, Sir Gavilan. Your self-confidence is impressive. Listen, my fine Nifra, when I return to the great city of Isilbright, will you accompany me? I vow to treat you like the lady you were never born to be. What is your answer? Wow. Kind Sir Gavilan, my heart aches to get such an answer, but I'm not ready to marry anyone just yet. Please understand, I simply stepped away from my chores for a moment to catch my breath and stare at the fountain. Now I must return to work. You can move your character around with it. Yeah, I know. I know that already. Get lost, boy! You're interfering in official Bright Guard business.
Hello.
Hey, Isaac. I'm in a spot of trouble here. How do I get out of this? Sip. What's Serrano? Hey, what's up, Billy? Shout out to Epic Tellers for their W. Yeah, for sure. Maybe one day down the line, you'll let an interview with one of the devs. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That absolutely would be awesome. Why? This is your chance. Take a while to explore your feelings. Speak honestly. He will accept. Why do you want to get out of it? He's one of the Bright Guard. This is your chance to get off the estate and trade dirty chamber pots for the glamorous capital. But I don't want to leave. Lord Espen treats us all so well here. I know nothing of the capital. Anyway, I suppose I must give it some thought. Thanks for listening.
I do your bidding this time.
I mean, he's not particularly nice to me, but that doesn't mean he won't be nice to her.
Hurry it up, please.
Can't you see I'm practicing for tonight's spectacle, Isaac? Keep quiet or go somewhere else. Well, geez. That's the way you feel about it. Wasn't there a chest or something I was supposed to get? But maybe it's inside. Lord Epine. New start. The Espen. UI looks like pillars. Yep, this game will absolutely remind you of pillars. You ever see that movie Roxanne with Steve Martin? Nope, never seen it. Serrano was the guy who fed lines to the noblemen trying to get laid. Nice. Over the local map by clicking M. Your character's room is now highlighted on the local map. Is it? I don't think it is. It's not high. It contains a chest with a set of my room. There we go. Move to the room by double clicking on the highlight. Oh, I see it now. Do note that there may be multiple containers inside the room to check. Okay, cool. Interesting. Don't know much about this title. What's the main hook of this game? I don't remember. You're basically trying to fight against greed. Like there's a plague of greed that is spreading across the entire world, and you're trying to figure out why and keep it from happening. Let's see, inventory. Ooh, I just picked up some things. Why is nothing showing right now? What is the deal? I did get an old damp robe. Nice. I did actually pick it up, right? Oh no, that wasn't considered picking up. Here, take all. There we go. Now this is an old damp rope still, so who cares? Scholar's stick, magic staff, rods and staff, critical chance, learning and research. So it's a physical damage weapon. Wasn't that interesting? All right. This Bakeley pill as well, but not. That's cool. Yep, that's exactly it, mister. Do you get a game over if you ask for more money on a quest? This is an excellent question, Luke. I might find that out. We'll see. I might indeed find that out. Okay, cool. Now it looks like we have looted these things properly. What is this? Woolen gloves. Sure. And nothing in there, looks like. Okay. This is potion of relaxation. I don't know what that means. What relaxation? Grants 25% resistance to arousal for 3 turns. So yeah, there are all these different words for buffs or debuffs that can be placed on you. Kek, what's up, man? How are you, dude? Appreciate the raid, dude. What were you live streaming? What class did I pick? Convoker. It's basically the summoner in this game. Grants calm to the target. Cool. Looks like a wizard with his robe and his stick. That's exactly what it's meant to look like. That's a mushroom. I can use that for crafting. That's also a mushroom. I can use it for crafting. Doom, doom. Weak potion of healing. Never know when you're gonna need some healing. That's nice. All right. And can I speak to the cook? Isaac, Don't you have somewhere else to be? The lords and ladies are waiting. Here. I want to loot everything not nailed down before we deal with the lords and ladies. Although I think there might be a punishment for that. What is this? Lunar pendant. Lunar shaped piece on it. Go to the meeting to find Beline. You can check. Oh, is this the meeting room? Oh, that's the meeting room. Okay, cool. Scroll. Potion of cure-all recipe. Do I need to actually look at it? Nope. Oh, once you open it up, it's automatically added to your recipe book. Nice. Never won a nice too. Oh, nice. I feel like Gandalf. My memory of it is so fuzzy. Could have sworn it was turn-based. No. Did you watch my live streams of it? I thought you did. I played the enhanced edition, not turn-based at all. Looks like a minstrel of the Walmarts. My daughter has seen me editing the interview I did with David Geyser and Ed Greenwood, and she keeps asking, is that Dumbledore? And every time she sees him, she says, oh, there goes Mr. Dumbledore. I wonder how often he gets told that he looks like that, and if it's a source of annoyance at this point. The Voice in the Woods. I can't remember if it's important to actually open up these books and read them. Oh, wow. That's interesting. There's like 2 parts to it. Huh. I like that. Like that quite a bit, in fact. Door. It does have that look, basically. You know, Gabe, you need to play Planescape Torment. I plan to play Planescape Torment sometime next year. Sometime next year, I'm going to get around to it. That is definitely in the cards. Verdant Emerald, and there's a belt that is unidentified.
So tiresome.
Lord Espen's sword. I should probably not touch it. Why can't he give me a sword? I did, but to be frank, I thought you were doing real time out of personal preference. No, turn-based is always my personal preference. In fact, I'm waiting to put out this video because I want to think about it more. But as right now, I'm honestly of the opinion that turn-based in Pillars of Eternity is just the better experience and the way to truly play the game. Like, and I know some people are not going to be happy with me saying that, especially those who feel like turn-based is just taking over everything, but I just strongly feel like it's the way to go. It's clearly better. Mistra, the interview will be coming out tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Saturday at 9:30 a.m. I am going to release a clip from the interview tomorrow morning as part of N7 Day. So Trent Ulster was one of the people we interviewed, and he actually has a cool story about going to a LARPing party with Mark Meir that I think is going to be a real cool tidbit that most people haven't heard about. So looking forward to it. That's a hot take. Pillars is what made me love Real Time with Pause. It's a great Real Time with Pause game. Turn-based is a better experience. It's a much better experience. Read the lore. You read all the codex in Mass Effect? So did I. The Mass Effect lore is amazing. I'm going to bed because still sick. Yep, take care, Travis. Have a good one, dude. And I swear I'm saving it to watch later play rather than play myself. Appreciate you, Ducky. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, Mark Meir, male shepherd voice actor. It wasn't my first interview, Tito, but it was my first panel. So we had David Geyser, Trent Ulster, and Greenwood all at the same time. And we spoke to them for almost an hour and a half. I had never done anything like that before. And so it was a really cool experience. I'm looking forward to the feedback on whether or not I did a good job. To be honest with you, I enjoyed this to the point I think it's going to become a regular part of my channel. Trying to find interesting CRPG related topics and cool people that I can have those discussions with, and then putting that content up and giving people information they weren't already aware of. I think it's a lane that really appeals to me. Really, really appeals to me. Godric, I feel the way about the Mass Effect ending that most people feel. I think the original ending sucked. I think Citadel made it significantly better. Still wish overall it was better, but at least it made it tolerable. And I'm interested to see what Mass Effect 5 is going to do with that ending. Given that it's a D&D game, real time with pause honestly makes zero sense. I kind of agree, Kak. Every single CRPG I play, but keep in mind, Pillars is a unique world. Like, obviously D&D is what inspired it, but it is its own thing. Every single CRPG I played, I would not finish if it was real time, no matter how good the story is. I hate real time. I don't blame you. Ed Greenwood is a wizard, but he's not Dumbledore, and his name is Elminster. You know, but my daughter wouldn't know that. She don't know nothing about Elminster. If Tolkien didn't exist, Ed might have been the father of fantasy in my mind. There's definitely a case to be made for it. Did you see the ending voiced by Buzz Aldrin? No, Duncan, I don't think so. Bah, who am I even talking to? You've always been the other never do well at the house. Weren't you supposed to be serving drinks for the lords by now? Don't be so harsh with her, Marie. That requires bargaining and persuasion. Don't be so harsh with her. She's already straightened it before. I just happened to stumble on her a few minutes ago. You don't intend to fool me with that, do you? Get back to work, the both of you.
Hello.
Hey, Isaac. Aren't you supposed to be serving? Yeah, okay, all right, fine.
This time.
Well, was that just a regular guard over there? Yeah, Royal Guard.
I stand with
Watch your step, boy. All right. All right. Pillars is all thing, but never win it right. Oh yeah, never win is D&D. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
At last. Ugh, don't go twisting an ankle in all your hurry. You take care of the drinks. Lord Woolcraft and Lady Larenthal prefer wine. Lord Joran would like ale. Lady Virulin and Lord Espen want mead. Go!
Good Lord. How am I supposed to remember all that? It probably doesn't matter, but I hate getting things like this wrong. Woolcraft, Larenthal, wine, Joran, ale. Ale. Everybody else will want mead. Sure. Buzz Aldrin voiced the male Stargazer character at the end of Mass Effect 3. Okay. Stargazer humanoid figure narrates the legend of Shepard to a child. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah. You mean the extra scene at the end? Yeah, I remember that. Tolkien's story is crazy. He started the book in a notebook during his service. Yeah, his story is pretty freaking wild. If not for Tolkien, Robert Howard or Michael Moore Moorcock would probably be the grandfather of modern fantasy. Robert Howard is a very familiar name, but I don't know what he's done. Michael Moore Moorcock, I've never heard of him. Who is he? The world holds plenty of spoils and riches. You may find many of them in containers of various sorts. Press the tab key. Yeah, I know all this already. All right. Pitcher of ale. Take all. Sure. All right. Now, let's see. Woolcraft and Larenthal.
Hello there. Oh, the staff. I was starting to wonder if you'd all fallen ill with the plague or something.
Your wine, Lord Woolcraft.
Huh.
And Larenthal.
Oh. Yes, get on with it.
Lady Larenthal, your wine.
I suppose you expect me to toss you a coin for doing your job.
Good Lord. Robert E. Howard wrote Conan. I love Conan. I think those stories are amazing. Do I feel like those stories would define fantasy if Tolkien wasn't around? That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Fire Buzz, that's all I would talk about forever. Moorcock did Elric of Minibone. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. What is that? I don't think Conan the Barbarian had the same impact on fantasy as Forgotten Realms. Call me crazy. Honestly, I would agree, Mistra. But you can make the case there have been successful Conan the Barbarian movies, whereas we didn't get a successful D&D movie until very, very recently. Really cool lore explorer YouTuber named Grimdark Half Off recently passed. Whoa, sorry to hear that. Has wonderful content on his channel, deeply diving into them. Interesting. Joran wants ale.
Well,
Yeah, I've never heard of that content creator, but
you know this is supposed to be served at room temperature. No,
come on,
of
man.
course you don't.
Hey, but condolences to his family. We wouldn't have FR without Lord of the Rings. Treat you better if they don't want any extras in their drinks. Elric of Menebone. It's often cited as the original inspiration of Geralt of Rivia. Really? That's interesting. That sounds like something I should read then. I actually never read the original Conan the Barbarian books, but they got re-released as comic books maybe 10 years ago. Feels like it was a while ago that happened. But whenever that happened, I bought like the whole run and I thought those stories were amazing. All right. And then the rest of them, I guess they wanted whatever's left, right? So we got Larenthal, we got Jordan, we got Warcraft. So you...
Hello.
Wait, no, we're right over here. Lord Jordan, Larenthal. Yeah, okay, so yeah, her first. What do you want?
The carriage was quite stuffy, and my throat is sorely parched.
So you must want mead.
Just what I wanted for a change.
Beautiful.
You're here, finally.
Your mead, Lord Espen.
Ah, good.
Serve the guests their preferred drinks. Damn, I guess I never did this right. Nice. Mini bone. Hey, how is this supposed to be spelled?
Business, gentlemen.
Mini bone.
Ladies.
Yes, let's. We are convened to discuss the situation with Deron Gould. What has been rumored and suspected for so long has finally come to pass. A council of nobles with mining interests in the town have declared themselves independent from the crown of Isilmaril.
I don't like this dirty business. Sending a list of grievances to the king. Sounds more like the actions of a bunch of uppity peasant farmers than nobility. There are ways these things are done.
And there are ways that kingdoms may crumble. I understand your feelings on the matter, Lady Larenthal. But Darren Gould enjoys the sympathies of many important persons here in the north, and I number myself among them. What's more, there have already been defections among the Isilmaril nobility, most recently Aldnar.
She speaks of your son, Lord Espen, who chose to forsake his birthright to join the rebels.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Lady Larenthal, for reminding me. And I'll thank you, Lady Virilyn, not to speak his name on this estate, nor in my hearing again.
Oh, why, I will...
But you won't.
Whatever the loyalties of the young Lord of House Espen, the southern nobles have many legitimate complaints. Heavy, some say ruinous taxation, delayed shipments thanks to the Crown's regime of inspection.
I agree, Duncan. I think the music is drowning out the voices. I'll look at that once I can. In fact, it does let me get into settings. Here, hold on one second. What is the problem? Did that very slowly. Yeah, it really doesn't like you going into the menu while a conversation is going on. All right. Characters. So I assume this is dialogue. So here, let's say, not that here. Hold on. There we go. And then let's pump this all the way up and see if that helps.
Must be trained in the north. It's
Better.
quite a list.
Yes, it's all very sad. I'm sure they toss and turn the night away on their beds of gold bars. Taxation and bureaucracy are simply the facts of managing a prosperous nation, of keeping our enemies at arm's length. How long would their precious minds keep producing without the king's protection?
So two things. One, I think this has more voice acting than what I remember it having at launch, which is pretty cool. But two, I think this conversation is a poor way to start out the game. I don't like it when games try to give you these massive lore dumps right up front and hit you with a whole bunch of different names or terms that really hold no meaning. I think it just slows down and makes it harder for the player to really get their foothold in the world and understand what's going on. I feel like they probably should have done this a little bit differently. If not for Tolkien, Robert Howard or Michael Moore would probably be, oh yeah, we read that. Mel Nibone. Okay. Some variations here or there. Pardon, I didn't mean to get particular. No, it's all good. Twist this sort of Rick Tiny Bean.
Did you know, I heard this rebellion was prompted in part by a belief making the rounds in Deron Gould that the king himself is cursed.
Exactly, mistress. Sprinkle it in. Kingmaker indeed did a great job.
Oh my! What exceptional nonsense!
Have they been breathing the fumes of their own minds?
All right, very amusing. But like Lady Varellen, I am not unsympathetic to our southern friends. Surely some of Isilbright's rules and dictums could be culled, especially if it means avoiding war. A much more costly proposition than losing a handful of coin in taxes.
Wise counsel, my friend, but I fear the time for compromise is already past. The message from Deron Gould was deliberately provocative, leaving the king no way to negotiate or save face. The time has come, lords and ladies, for us to commit our forces and our purses to our rightful liege and crush Deron Gould.
Billy, I agree that Pillars 1 does the same thing, starting the game with a massive dump, and I definitely feel like it's a wrong choice in there, but I feel like it works better in Pillars 1 because everything you're surrounded with already feels kind of mystical and magical. You know, it already has that intro to it as well, so it's not quite as bad. Whereas here, it's about taxation and governments and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't grab you quite as much. What's up, kid? Yeah, it's been a while since I played this as well.
Or throw in with the rebels. They have the gold, they have a well-trained army, and most importantly, they control the mines. In a conflict of any significant length, having control of the source of the kingdom's metals means they must only outlast the North, rather than outright defeat her.
Yuve, what is your opinion on recent developments?
You're asking the errand boy? What does...
Kindly do not interrupt me while sitting at my table, Lady Larenfall. Well, speak up.
The voice acting is pretty decent though. Like, I have no issues with the voices. I feel like those are working out well. They love council meetings. A great way to start your day, Zach. What's up, Paradise? I do have the new DLC installed, but I haven't played this since launch, so I kind of want to just play through the game again to get a good feel for it along with all the updates, and then we can experience the new content. A peaceful solution must always be best. especially if the only point of contention is money.
Very noble of you. I agree that the value of gold must be held cheap against the value of doing the honorable thing.
Exactly, Duncan. What the hell? I pressed spacebar. What's the problem? Uh-oh. Oh, it's pausing. I think it's loading something. Maybe it's loading something. What the? Ah! What is this? An earthquake? Here?
My
May
ladies,
Talinda
my
protect
lords,
us.
We are under attack. Please take shelter at once. Perhaps the cellar. You may wish to arm yourselves, my lords.
Under attack by whom?
They make no secret of their allegiance. They fly the banners of Darong Gould.
Did you see anything else? Do you know who leads them?
That one was far at the back. All I could see of him was his vibrant red hair like a flame.
Aldenar.
How much time do we have?
Too little, I'm afraid. Their numbers are overwhelming. We were forced to fall back to the main gate, and they're already...
Surely they will listen to reason, wherever they're from.
They won't kill us out of hand like so many soldiers. They wouldn't dare. Right?
Calmly, my friends. Let's all go out to meet them. They're not bandits after all.
So
Yes,
you think?
Go ahead. You have my blessing to speak on my behalf if it's of any use.
You? What? Where are you going?
Come with me. Make haste.
Do you need something? So tiresome.
You and you lot with me.
What is it, my lord? That
The
sound.
main gate has already been breached. The House of Espen is about to fall to the agents of Darong Gould. Now, never mind that. Just follow.
I felt overwhelmed. What's up, Pseudo? Felt overwhelmed. Pillows one, but I also appreciate it. Felt like a living world that had a lot going on and wasn't waiting for my MC. Exactly. Exactly.
And you, prepare whatever spells you know. Surely your magical tutoring must be good for something. Gods know it costs enough.
How do I prepare spells? Probably in a spell book. What is this? Why are some things taking, it seems like it's taking a long time to come up. What is this? Oh, wait. Okay. So that's, hold on. That's one. Here, what's this? There we go. Elevated spells, base energy spells. Oh, I got 2 elevated energy spells? There are no spells to learn. Okay. I don't have any base energy spells. How did that happen? I feel like I must have screwed something up. Sure, put that on there, put that on there. Okay. Damn, that's not good. I got all these damn spell slots and nothing I could put in there. Okay, all right, well. And does that mean... So I only can use 3 spells right now when I should have a whole gang of slots that I can use. What's up, Ann? How are you? Thought the sea battle mechanic was pretty good, Bill. All right. Here. The game cannot be saved at this time. No problem. Figures as much. Oops. Down here is where we're supposed to go, apparently. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you sobbing for, girl? Calm down. Combat has started. You're free to stay out of the fight this time around. Soldiers of the state can handle themselves. If you decide to engage attackers, clicking on them will send your character to attack. You can also attack both hostile and non-hostile creatures by clicking on the sword icon in the user interface or pressing left control of your keyboard. During combat, some spells and abilities may cause combatants to be affected by status effects. Their duration expressed in turns. Each turn takes 5 seconds to pass on default speed. Okay.
Yeah?
Hold the line! Where's Lord Epps? Okay, so Lord Aspen is somewhere around here.
Look into my eyes as you perish.
Well, damn. Well, damn.
On the
Oh my God. What in the hell? Is one of them? This dude is chasing me. Stop. Why are y'all chasing me? You got bigger fish to fry. Yeah, hold on. I got a bunch of injuries on me too. What is this? Distraction. Silenced. Oh, great. So wait, well, it looks like I could use my stuff if I wanted to. I don't know how quickly weight. Isaac is slowed and carrying too much. Where's weight shown? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, look at that. Slings are an option. I think. What's the problem? It won't let me drag this? That's weird. It won't let me click on any of this. Yeah, that primitive tactic gets boring fast. It's such a weird idea to add naval battles to an isometric CRPG. Oh, you're talking about Pillars 2? Yeah, I mean, it was bad to the point they added a way to automatically skip all of those battles, which is wild to me. Like, that's a pretty significant part of the game where they're like, yeah, we didn't get this right. Let's just go ahead and let the player get through it. Oh, how do you identify? Oh, okay, I can just press identify. Look at that. Magical staff and, ooh, grants more base slots. Okay, so staffs is definitely the way to go. And I am going to, there we go. So wait, no. So I double clicked on this. Yeah, they do not like me being in the menus right now. I double clicked on this and it, there we go. Here. I don't need this anymore, so we'll take that, put that there, and then we'll take that, put that there, and take that, put that there. Where is this supposed to go? Pulp, general consumables. Where do I put the ammo? Stop. Would you there we go. Oh, here we are. Okay, up there. And then identify. +1 to focus. Sure, I guess. We'll put you up there. Okay, won't let me do that. Do you not go there? Where are you supposed to go? Oh, your ring. Oh, bracelet. Okay, fine. Interesting. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, this game definitely reminds me of Pillars 1. Dodge chance. I'll definitely take that as well. What are you, a belt? Here we go. And identify. We don't need that right now. Okay, cool. All right. And the game still cannot be saved at this time, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Is it saying I'm still slow? All right, here. What is this weight? Oh, crap. This is 7 pounds. Yeah, let's drop one more of these. All right, now.
Yes, I know.
So this is 2 pounds, base price 12. Ooh, base price 30. That's interesting. Can I? Okay, so arrows are worth 0. Oh, but wait. No, my other character is using throwing weapons. Okay. Where did, what's his name go? Okay, he's up here. Get Icewind Dale vibes? Yep, similar to that as well. Are you serious? More combat? Good lord.
Blood and souls.
What in the hell? Oh, I have this. I'm using the sling right now, which is probably the better move at this particular time. Thanks, kid. Yeah, if you're enjoying, I would definitely appreciate you all hitting the like button. You're so excited for Pillars of Eternity 3. Obsidian is one of the very few creating fantasy outside of the typical European setting. Guard this door with your life. Isaac, come with me. Me as well. I'm definitely excited for what they're hopefully going to do with Pillars 3. Looking forward to it. All right. And they still won't allow me to say.
Now listen to me. Listen closely. This is important. The Lady Espen was the love of my life. My one love. There was nothing arranged about our betrothal.
My lord, it sounds like the fight is coming to us. Perhaps we best ready ourselves.
Be quiet, I tell you. You never saw her yourself. Not that you'd remember, but if you had, she can't stand these Deronguld swine. Behind me is my dressing chamber. Go fetch my sword from there.
At once, my lord. Time is short. Hurry. Search all the rooms. Leave no one alive. No! Please, no! You cowards!
Found you at last, Father. Didn't figure you would try and hide from your fate.
Lord Aldnar's portrait is, frankly, one of the very best I've seen for a villainous character in isometric CRPG. Like, everything about this portrait says this guy is sinister. He is not someone that you want to mess with. And if he's your enemy, you're going to have a really bad time. I'm a big fan of his portrait, for sure. The vibes of any old school isometric games set in the fantasy world. You want more dwarven content in Pillars 3? Why? Yeah, Godric, I think the voice acting is solid so far, for sure.
To be betrayed by my own son. Who wouldn't hide from such a terrible end?
I've learned a few things, you see. Things your priests and man-at-arms could never teach. I have gained a new perspective, seen the truth of this world.
So, you were not even paid in coin to turn traitor against your own house. Only pretty words. Kill me if you wish, but I promise it will avail you nothing. Every man pays for his sins, my son. And the price of a sin such as this, well...
Enough of your piety. It sickens me. But your last decision, at least, is the correct one. Hold still, Father.
Yeesh.
Don't worry, my child. Your hardships are over for today.
The Crone's Cottage. What do you mean? Lord Arden's face is so trustworthy. I would totally turn my back to him and trust him with my life. Exactly, Skeleton. Exactly.
Get up, lazy boy. It's time to go to bed.
Lord Espen, I have to go back. Oh, come now. You'll be staying right here in my hut. It looks like you suffered a nasty blow to the head. You don't understand. I have to save Lord Espen. There was an attack and... Oh, hush, child. There's nothing you can do for him now.
But no more questions for tonight. There's a cot over there. You should try to get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow will be a very long day.
You can send your characters to rest by clicking on the rest button. Resting will replenish some of your character's health and restore spells and ability uses. Beware though, sleeping out in the wilds comes with the risk of attracting the beasts and rough faces of the area. Seeking out and sleeping at inns is a safer and more comfortable option. Weiss and Hickman published Dragons of Autumn Twilight in 84. Greenwood would not publish his first book until 87, though he had been writing articles for Dragon magazine in 79. The only true fantasy writer before Tolkien was Howard, and he was inspired by Burroughs. What did Burroughs write?
If you insist.
Potions. Potion of cure-all, potion of healing. So I'm very concerned right now because I don't have any slots. And I'm pretty sure this is an extensive section where I'm by myself. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Light armor, base dodge chance is completely nullified if I take this. All right. Feel dwarven lore and culture was not expanded on. Granted, the games were not in dwarf-heavy areas. Yeah, like Dragon Age is a game where I really want them to bring more dwarven culture to the forefront. But Pillars, I don't remember feeling crazy about the dwarves and Pillars, but maybe I'm not remembering them well enough. Where is the rest? Oh, they've circled it and it's all the way on the other side. What are the rest of these? Oh, you can pass time. You can pause. You got, oh, there's a fast mode. Well, let's click that shit on. I should have been using that the whole time. I've been using quick save. There's a regular save. You can get to settings from here. Main quest guidance. What does that mean? Is that this tutorial stuff? If so, I guess I should keep that, because I'm not to the point that I know quite what I'm doing yet. What's up, Nobi York? How are you, dude? Yeah, Dragon Age dwarven culture was amazing. Bit strange. Espen is human, and in this world there are no half-breeds except for the main character. Well, let's see what the city could do to. Oh, so you wanted to make them more unique. Got you. That makes sense. Rest.
Wake up, lazy. Always sleeping, this one. Must have been raised by dream wraiths.
Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote, Tarzan, John Carter of Mars. Okay, nice. I want Pillars to go to the homeland of the Storm Folk. That's a thought. Yeah, that's a good question. I've never considered what is the area I would like the next Pillars game to explore. Dragon Age Dwarven Culture was amazing. I've read The King of Ifan's Daughter by Lord Dunsany. That's pre-Tolkien too. Very good. Also just got The Warm Ouroboros by E.R. Edison. Also pre-Tolkien. Thought the winter DLC for Pillars 1 had a... Oh, the White March. The White March did have a lot of Dwarven lore. You're right, Duncan. You're right. And that was super, super cool. What's up, Repscallion? Pillars didn't really give much backstory or lore on any race. The White March had some good Dwarven related stuff. I remember that much. But yeah, overall, I don't feel like Pillars emphasizes race the way Dragon Age does. What are dream wraiths? I'd rather not explain, and you'd rather not know. You'll find out later if you do what you should anyway. Speaking of which...
Now, how about you make yourself useful and weed the garden?
Hold on. I have some questions for you before I give you any help. Very well, ask your questions, but be warned, I can't guarantee you the answers you were hoping for. Did you know Lord Espen? Yes, after a manning of speaking, I knew him. A good man, but a bad father. Get that look off your face. His own son killed him. I can't have been much of a patriarch. Wow. How did I end up here, really? Well, if you must know, you're about to die. So I whisked you away to my little hideaway in the forest. And would you believe it? Now you're not about to die. Who are you? Just an old witch who likes her privacy. Before you ask, no, I don't intend on turning you into a fox. Can't you tell I'm grieving? My liege was killed by his own son, Aldnar. Busy hands will dry your tears, boy. Now, I'll be making a stew this evening. You'll be helping. I'll need you to go find some things for us.
Take a look at this list. Once you've read it, let me know, please.
Open your inventory, right click on the list icon in the inventory grid. This will open the item's description. Similarly, you can check any other item's description by right clicking. And a handful of bruiser root, brown stem mushroom, and a slab of fox meat. Okay.
Feeling well? Oh, good. You know how to read. I have something that will help you gather what we need without hurting yourself too much. Here, put these on.
What does this do? Oh, plus 10% to brewing and drying. I don't know how much it was. They always spell like that. I had plenty of ranks in that too. So we should be good. We should have been good no matter what.
Good. You put your gloves on just like the rest of us. All fingers at the same time.
Got a 3-hour drive one way tomorrow to see Love Bites near Cleveland. Is this your first time seeing them? Really enjoyed the island and coastal cultures, the Amwa. Yeah, especially in Deadfire. That stuff was awesome.
Weren't trying to put them on one finger at a time, were you?
Good. Now, off with you. When you've got everything on the list, come back and I'll get to making that stew.
By the way, be careful of the creatures in the forest. They can be a bit bitey. Take this staff as well. It should come handy should you need to protect yourself.
Another staff. And now I'm got too much weight. What staff? She gave me this staff. Okay, I already had a version of that. No problem.
Feel free to take a rest if you need.
Come back later. Can I put things in this chest? It seems like it. Whoops, not that. Traveler's cane. Staff that I have. How much the pulse and blow damage? 3 to 7. So yeah, this does more. And that, okay. I might kind of need the armor now that I think about it. All right. Tolkien tried to make the plural dwarves. Swear there's an entire preface about the Hobbit. Leaving Crone Cottage. Okay. Pillar emphasizes culture more than race, which is pretty unique. Allows more diversity and variety and personality between different races. True. We could say Mallory was the first fantasy writer in La Morte d'Arthur. Interesting. Whoa. Who are you?
If you insist.
Open your map to find the ingredients. Really? Oh, it's marked. Spider colony and conspicuous bush. Okay.
Yes.
Greetings, fellow traveler. I am Valinder. Please forgive me if I seem confused. I am not well just now. The Druidic Order sent me to heal this forest. There's an invasive species of spider I am to cleanse, but they have unfortunately got the better of me. I've been severely bitten, and they are venomous as well. I cannot continue. I considered approaching the cabin, but I was repulsed. The yellow spiders are destroying the natural balance in this area. I am too weak to fight them now, but perhaps you could finish this good work on my behalf. How did you come to be poisoned? A whole group of the little demons pounced on me at the same time and dealt me multiple bites. This foreign species venom is more potent than that of our local arachnids. The wounds are not mortal. I thankfully took the antidote in time, but I shall be dizzy and weak for a while yet. Tell me more about these awful spiders. Different chapters of my order have been reporting a disturbing trend in Urengal's forest. New and previously unknown species are moving in and mindlessly devouring and destroying our natural resources. Normally, I would say that greed is a concept unknown to such simple creatures, yet the coordinated manner in which they are driving out the local fauna and hoarding food and territory to no purpose strongly suggests that is the motivator. They must be driven out before the damage becomes irreparable. Yes, I will clear out these yellow spiders for you. Thank you for serving the Green Mother. There are 4 places in the forest where the infestation is thickest. A colony to the north and south, another bunch near Conspicuous Bush, also to the south, and one by the old bridge to the west. Interesting.
On the move.
And let's see. What is this considered? Agatha's Weevil. Okay. And this is Moon Glider, an insect also. Okay. What weapon are we holding right now? We're holding the sling right now. And we've got 2 scorpions we can use and 1 of the wasp. Okay. Very interesting, very interesting. And I think we need to, what? Oh, here. They said click the sword, right? There we go. Click the sword.
Eyes as you perish.
Slay the fox wandering in the air to collect its meat for the crone. You can do this by ordering your character to attack and then loot its corpse. Spellcaster characters may alternatively be used an offensive spell from among their memorized spells. Okay. And looks like we got some meat. And quest is updated. Excellent. Something went right.
Do your bidding this time.
What's all this? Yellow spider, yellow spider, yellow spider. Is this one of the... Okay. So I guess we're supposed to be Ooh, they're already getting at me. This might be a problem. Oh, that missed? Interesting. Okay, second time hit though. Doesn't seem like I'm taking a ton of damage from them either. Okay, so far so good. Even alone, I might be able to do this. And frankly, I wonder how easy it is to go ahead and just switch to the staff in some of these situations. Supposedly, the translator of Red Book, who preferred dwarves, and Tolkien disagree with his character.
Yes, I know.
Well, why does it keep coming up? Oh, that's right. I was supposed to collect. Ooh, yeah.
Blood and soul.
You're right next to me. Daz, I don't like that. Excellent. I do like that. Beautiful. Let me see something. I found the bruised root. I got all the ingredients I needed. Okay, but then there's a side quest. I've slain the spiders by the bush. I've slain spiders of the southern spider colony. So there are 4 areas that I need to do. I served all our guests. Oh, this has already been completed. Cool. So there's 2 other areas that I need to find. Okay, cool. No problem. Why is this still here? Remove this. Hold on. Is this about...
So tiresome.
I don't know why that message is still coming up. May alternately use. Yeah, I did all that. Fox there. Is that a yellow spider? It is. So we'll use this, and then this. Oh, it wanted me to hit the sword. Oh, that's interesting.
I'll cut you into little
That's why.
pieces.
Don't run further. Did you really miss with that twice? Wow. Shameful. And now I just got hit for the first time. That's unfortunate. What are your thoughts on KCD 2? I swear I would have enjoyed it as much as the first game if not for the damn constant harassment by wolves while traversing. The wolves didn't bother me like that. Narratively, I was disappointed by what I played of KCD 2, but I never finished it. So if I had finished it, I might feel differently about it. So I hesitate to try to give you any sort of review on it. But basically, I feel from what I experienced, which is about 60 hours of it, I experienced about maybe 5 to 10 hours of the second area. Like there's 2 areas essentially that you go through, and I briefly experienced the second area, but I never got to the point that I reached the main city or town that's in the second area. So based off that, I felt like mechanically the game was a significant step up from the original, but thematically I was disappointed. Now keep in mind, I was disappointed because of the idea I had in my head that there should, the idea that I had in my head that this game should have Henry being a figure of much greater standing, and that he should have a significantly greater amount of respect from the people around him. And that's not really the case. All right. And so I was disappointed by that, to the point that it kind of impacted my ability to enjoy the game. A couple of people have said that I essentially stopped right before Henry was finally about to start getting some of the respect that he was due. And that might very well be true, which is again why I don't try to give any firm, assessment on the game, because maybe I've missed. I mean, unquestionably, I've missed like a great deal of the story, and I still don't know how the game ends at all. And so, I definitely concede it may be much better than the sum total of what I experienced, but what I experienced, I was a little disappointed in it. Even though, again, mechanically, it's just unquestionably outstanding. And I won't even say just mechanically, just all the way around, it feels like a massive upgrade from the original. And I think that's really, really cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to be destroying those Rither things, but it feels wrong just destroying creatures that you don't have to. I do not like that at all. Let's go ahead and let's do some of that. Good Lord. This is immediately not going well, to the point that, let's go ahead and redo that. Good Lord. Yeah, you stop right before that. Henry starts making a reputation for himself in Kutenberg. Okay. Yeah, so that's yet again why I kind of want to go spin the wheel on KCD2 and see how I actually feel about it.
If you insist.
All right, let's save again. And let's go ahead and put this out. Oh, yep, you're right over here. Okay, cool. Oh, crap, I'm too close? Damn, I'm too close. There we go. Deal with it. Thank you. Okay. Why can't I? Thank you. Damn. That's not good. That's also not good. Damn. I mean, he's nearly dead, but so am I. Whoo! That was ugly. That was very, very ugly. Damn. I didn't like that at all. Where's this damn spider colony? Don't I still have? Oh, I slain all the spiders. Oh, I could have waited on that. Shit. That dude almost destroyed me. All right. What is this arrow right over there? Oh. Is that to say you're on the move? Okay, that's just to say you're on the move. Ooh, I did not like that at all. That reminds me, I need to make sure I have a way to heal. The yellow siders, are they all slain? Yes, your 8-legged nemesis will trouble the forest no more. Thank you for your help. I need more time to recuperate, but I believe I will recover eventually. Take this antidote. I've had more than I need already. Now that the spiders are gone, you will make better use of it, I'm sure. No, keep the antidote for yourself. Who knows what perils you might face on the road home. Yeah, I forgot. This is another unique aspect of the game. Because greed is spreading around everywhere, this game, more than probably any I've ever played, really emphasizes giving you dialogue options where you can say, I don't need a reward. I'll do this for free. Keep what you need, and basically being a figure who all the way stands against greed. And I think that's really, really cool. I like that quite a bit. Damn, playing a mage with no companions to take for you looks difficult. Yeah, it's not cool, but we get, yeah, where's my sister? What is the deal with that? I saw it as a stranger in a strange land, starting from the bottom with no cloud and no money. Yeah, but I felt like that was a retread of the first game on some level, to be honest with you. Like, it'd be different if this was the first version of it, but I play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 back to back. Does the game have an injury system too? I don't know. I'm not sure. I still have never seen the Mighty Python before. Keep the antidote for yourself. That is kind of you, beyond kind. I will mention you when I report this great success. Finally. All right. Yes, I have a level up. Click the icon that appeared. I will, but let me do a save first just to make sure. Level 2 Convoker. You get the custom companions on the next map on the road. Okay, cool. All right, now click you. I don't get to pick a spell. Are you kidding me? You can spend your points to improve your character's general skills, class skills, and weapon skills. You can add or remove points from skills using the arrows to the right of the names on the respective tabs. Wizard characters may also spend points on new spells. Okay. Learning and research, and then class skills, and then magical preparation, and then weapons, and then rods and staffs. I don't understand what I did wrong with my your character is capable of learning, memorize, casting spells. Spells need to be memorized before they can be cast. You can open up the spell book by pressing V. You can see spells your character has learned on the left side of the spell book. You can see spells your character has memorized on the right side of the spell book. Your character has a number of spell slots to fill depending on their character level. Occupied spell slots can be free by clicking their icons. Unoccupied spell slots can be filled by clicking on the icon available spell on the left side of those on the book. There we go. As your character grows, higher levels of spells become available for them to use. You can browse between various spell levels by the level select on top of the spell book. Base and elevated level spells of a level can be viewed separately. Okay, click their tabs to switch between them. How do I not have any base spells? I don't understand how that worked. You can finalize your spell selection by clicking close. For any new spells to become usable, your character needs to rest until then. The new spells will just appear opaque in your spell book. No problem. I don't understand what I did wrong there. Elevated energy. Okay, whatever. Yes, I guess I just need to get to level 3. I wonder how bad that is. Like if I really screwed up my game by doing that. But I mean, it's early. It can't have been that bad. All right.
Feeling well?
Ah, the hero returns and with a fresh harvest. It's all there. Yes, perfect. How can you tell what's in my pack and what isn't? Oh, let's say it's just a feeling, like everything else is where it should be. Or if this is easier to accept, I've spent many long days sniffing around, so my nose knows. Now that I've gotten what you need, I have more questions about what's going on here. No, let's get the pot boiling first, and then...
What's this? Did you forget to make these herbs edible, child? Come now, you must dry them to bring out the flavor. Surely you've cooked before. I have to wonder what that Lord Espen even had your tutors teach you at his fancy estate. Oh, well, take this candle and get to drying.
Then crush the dried herbs into powder so we have something to season the stew with. Various materials collected in the world may serve as ingredients for crafting. Plants, mushrooms, fruits, and insects can be brewed into potions or dried and crushed into powder. Besides the fresh materials, you need tools to perform these actions: a cauldron for brewing and a heat source like candles or a lantern for drying. To begin drying, first you need to open your inventory screen. Night, Tito. Have a good one, dude. Select the drying tab to browse your ingredients and heating devices. On the top of the drying tab, you can see your collection of ingredients. Click, then move them into the highlighted drying slots to continue. To switch between ingredients and heating devices, click the leaf or cauldron buttons on the top of the drying tab. During brewing, these same buttons are used to navigate between ingredients and brewing devices. Okay. Might as well get one more of these. Select a heating device and move it into the highlighted heating slot. Click the Start Drying button to commence drying your ingredients. Your ingredients are now dried. Your candle has been consumed in the process. Lanterns, on the other hand, can be used indefinitely. They also enable the use of various heat levels. Click the Start Crushing button to crush these ingredients into powder. Unlike brewing and drying, crushing takes a short while to finish. Okay. What's the deal? Oh, am I supposed to just close? Oh, here we go. Okay. Drying. Click. Okay, so you just let it sit and wait. That's interesting. What's up, Vandal? Yeah, Pillars was obviously a big influence on this game, which for me is a good thing because I love Pillars. Click the Collect button to place the powders you made into your inventory. Night Kit, have a good one, dude. Okay.
Good, good, well and dried. Give me just a moment and... There, it's on the fire. Now we have a few precious moments to spare. We should talk. About talking.
Talk about talking? Oh, wait. You're trying to teach me something. Very good. I think you already have the hang of it, but in case that was a fluke, the idea is this. Taking the time and effort to gain knowledge or even learning to talk will benefit you greatly in the difficult times ahead. Pay close attention to what you might uncover in conversations through wit or charm. Thank you. That's a valuable lesson. I'm glad you find it to be. Now, I'm certain you have more questions. Perhaps I can continue being instructive. Why did you save me from the assault on the Espen estate? I kept an eye on Lord Espen. He was a force of balance in Esmeralda. His death means that balance has failed. And it so happens that I have a soft spot for young people of potential. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I saw a chance to aid you. Why is it that you're keeping me here and making me do all of this? You weren't ready for Aldnar's attack on his father's manor, and I don't believe you were ready for the chaos of the world as it was when I pulled you from it. You're here to keep you safe and to make sure that you're ready for the next calamity you find yourself in. Who are you, really? I'm afraid that is the one question I can't answer for you. It's easiest to say that I am someone you were meant to meet. I'm here to set you on your way toward what you must accomplish. What is it that I must accomplish? Pardon me, I misspoke. There are two questions I cannot answer for you. Is the stew almost ready? Ah, yes, almost ready indeed.
Now, there's something you should know.
What's up, Scroto? How are you, dude? Oh, it's a good day when I see you streaming. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, man. Hey, things are fantastic on my end, dude. I hope you can say the same.
When you leave here, the world you knew yesterday will be gone.
Gone? What do you mean?
The attack on the Espin estate was only the first spark of a consuming fire, I am afraid. Much will be lost to strife and war. There are worse things than war, though. There is something you must understand before you leave here. A great and terrible curse has fallen over Izilmerald and much of the rest of Yerengel. It drives men and women to madness. It starves the prince and turns the pauper to a life of desperation. It is the essence of avarice itself. A curse of greed spreads through the land.
Shame we got this old bat instead of Morgan to be the carrot to the Flemeth stick. This is partial. You know, it feels like we're only getting one half compared to how Dragon Age handled it. All games can't be Dragon Age. Greed. What do you mean?
A terrible covetousness that hides in mortal hearts. It is among the darkest of dreams. But this is no normal greed, no. There is magic behind it. No mere apprentice's cantrip either. It is most dangerous, and you must understand that. Ah, the stew is done now. Just let it cool.
Ah, getting a good look at you now. You're a bit of a magician, aren't you? I know a cantrip or two. A fair assessment of your abilities. Yes, yes, you have much to learn. Let's get you started. Here, take this. It is a scroll containing a spell for you to learn. Give it a read. Okay. Corrosive Bolt. Scribe spell. Convocers can learn it. And was I supposed to? Oh yeah, I could take identity as well. Is that the problem? That maybe some of these spells are conveniently stored. Unlike spell scrolls, recipes are kept after being copied, so you can sell them to any merchant you encounter afterwards. Nice, okay. Is that the issue? Maybe the summoning spells are all considered to be whatever that was, higher level or whatever. This can't be not even Dragon Age. Compared to Pillars is much closer. I agree. I would agree with that. All right. Your character has spotted a trap. The magical perception skill can be used by wizards to find and disarm traps with magical components. To use your skill, open the skills bar above the portrait row. Then click the magical perception button to commence using this skill. Click on the traps highlighted, your character will head towards it to disarm it. The closer your character is to the trap, the higher the chance that they will sense it. Finding one is easier than disarming it. You might find your character unable to disarm traps that they detected. You can try again with a greater success after investing more into this skill. Very good. I see the look of recognition in your eyes. You know a new spell. You must learn as many as you can. I say this with care. Magic will keep you alive, but may also hold unforeseen dangers. Now, there's a trap in the room, ready to give you a little scare if you aren't careful. Go see if you can find and disarm it. No time to waste. Very good. The freezing enchantment on the trap was but a mere nuisance. Other devices like it may not be as gentle. As a wizard, you'll be running across many peculiar things on your journeys. Some will mean you harm, but you have the senses to spot them in time. Ah, but what was it that we... Oh, yes. Aha, we've done it. The stew is cooked and cooled. Here, boy, this will warm you up after a long, long day.
I see that look in your eye again. No more questions for today. Eat your stew and get some rest.
Okay, so first, let me look at this. Do I have a... Okay, so now I have a base energy spell that I can use. That's nice. So this is Corrosive Bolt. Conjures a corrosive bolt of acid and be launched toward the caster's target. Deals 3 to 5 poison and acid damage to the target. Scales up to level 9. But is there a base energy summoning spell that I could have used? Let's see. She gave me something to eat, right? She gave me some stew. Is this it? Power of an annoyance? That's not what she gave me. I guess not. Here, hold on. What does the quest say to do? So it's finally done. She said have some rest. All right, look, let's just rest and see what happens.
Good morning. I fear that our time together is nearing an end.
I still don't understand. Thank you for all of your help. No, it is no great thing. I needed to be certain you were ready to face the world. What's going on out in the world that I need to be ready for? Oh, conflict is to be expected everywhere you go. Great things are coming. More I cannot say. No. So does that mean I am ready? Oh, yes, as ready as one can be. Is that all?
Yes, that is the gist of it. Things were put in motion all over Yerengel since I plucked you from your father's house.
Are you telling me that Lord Espen was your father? Yes. But I'm not even a human. He couldn't be my father. Pardon, child, I don't wish to explain to you how babies are made. I trust you know. But your mother was indeed not a human. The deities of Yerengol were your mother's midwives. They had a purpose in mind for you, and they had to secure your safety so that you could live up to that purpose. You were born into a treacherous world, my dear. It was very important you not be recognized as Espen's heir before the time was right. As the gods peered through the veils of the void, they saw that a Feldagug child is made for survival, possessing the fortitude to overcome hardships, both mental and physical. That is why you were formed so perfectly in the image of your mother. As well, the closely guarded secret of your mother's connection to Lord Espen ensured your safety until now. We haven't the time to get into the story in greater detail, but you are a true heir of Lord Espen. Knowing this should be enough. Now you understand why Lord Espen paid you so much attention, despite your servitude. The other servants surely did not receive the same education or the same favors, nor did anyone else in his house, excepting your half-brother, Aldenar. Oh gods, he killed our father. He did, and that is the world I must send you back into. One where the sole heir to Lord Espen committed patricide, one unaware yet hostile to your existence. Thank you again for the sage advice. Now you must go face the world, Isaac. I have enjoyed our time together. You will find the path clear.
Be safe, my child.
Oh, maybe the curse of greed is growing stronger in Yerengol. World greed has increased. Whenever you make greedy decisions, world greed grows by small increments. Aside from the influence of your actions, the curse also worsens on its own throughout the story. Your decisions can, however, steer the world toward either chaos or peace. Party greed and reputation are only affected by your choices. To check world greed, party greed, and reputation statistics, open the operations screen, then navigate to the greed tab. Where is... Okay, greed. Hover over various statistics in the greed tab for more details. So party greed. The greed meter shows how greedy your party acted overall. The greedier they act, the higher world greed will rise. The reputation meter shows how your party is viewed by the people of Yerengol. Good deeds will push it towards idolized, while cruelty and mischief will draw it to vilified. The global greed level is faint. The curse of greed currently affects the world of Yerengol faintly. It can barely be felt, but those with a keen sense might start to feel its effect. Cost of living are on the rise throughout Yerengol, and albeit ever so slightly, some can feel the winds of change. Fame. The fame meter defines how much your actions matter in the world of Yerengol. The more famous your party is, the more the world will change to every choice you make. And then finally, overall global greed. So I think that, oh wait, there's a description I'm missing. The world greed meter shows the progression of the curse of greed over Yerengol. Your actions might speed up or hinder its progress, but some events will change it nonetheless. I think this is all super cool, very interesting, and very different from what I've seen in other RPGs, but at least the way the game worked at launch, they didn't do nearly enough with this. it didn't really feel like it mattered in my playthrough. Now again, there's been a bunch of patches and updates and things, so maybe I'll feel differently, but that's definitely the way I felt at the end of my first run with the game. All right, we got another level up. Okay, we got spells now. So I don't remember how many. Do you just increase these skills infinitely, or is there a max, I wonder? So that's general skills, class skills, magic perception, weapons. We'll continue to go with rods, spells, and abilities. So level 1 spells. How do you know? Okay, so now if you look at I feel like there's no way just looking at it I can know whether or not it's elevated. But now clicking into it, I know. So that's elevated. This is also elevated. This is, are the green ones what's base? What's this? This one is also base. Interesting. Let's see. Summons 4 rats. Okay, so yeah, I should have picked one of these instead of getting the wasp. And that's going to limit how many level 2 spells I have, which sucks, but it ain't the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So we can summon spiders or summon rats for level 1 spells. Rats can inflict disease. Spider bites can poison enemies 3 for 5 turns or 4 for 5 turns. I just like having more numbers. So we'll say 4 for that turn. Ooh, we got identified from a scroll, and consequently we don't we automatically get that. Okay, so I wonder if maybe some of these summoning spells we'll be able to get from scrolls as well. That would be cool. So jump. This spell teleports the caster to a desired point in range to get away from danger or gain tactical advantage over their opponents. That's an interesting thought. Elevated for a skeleton, summons 1 skeleton for 7 turns. Interesting. What is this? Shapeshift wolf. The caster is transformed into a wolf for 6 turns. Shapeshift duration scales up to level 20. But no. Base kobold summoning. Summons 1 kobold for 4 turns. They're relatively tough for their size, but one should not expect too much heroism from them. What does that mean? Or you could get wolf. Summon 1 wolf for 4 turns. Wolves summoned by the spell are agile and powerful combatants, and its base, I like the wolf. So I think we'll go with that and accept that. And then we'll go into the spells, and then we do not need any of these here. We'll take all this out. All this out, but no. And then summon rats, and then we'll go to level 2. And so far, I have a need to. This spell lets the user unveil the true nature of an item with unknown or magical properties. I feel like I've already, in fact, it's not feel like I know, I've uncovered multiple items, or at least I've been able to identify multiple items without using identify. I wonder why that is. So I have this learning and research skill. Is that part of it? Offers the ability to read text scrolls and recipes. Increase the efficiency of spells cast. So it's not that. Then we got brewing and drying. That wouldn't do it. Clad magical perception. What is this? Trap sense to disarm. Sensing traps. Yeah, I don't know why it allowed me to identify those items without having to go into, without having to use my spell to do it. But regardless, it did. And so until I get a guarantee that I need this, I'm going to keep it on the bench. And then we'll add this one, and that's beautiful. And I could, let's see. I think I did I save before I did? I don't think I did. So let's do that. Level, here. Level 3. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then let's talk to the crone one more time.
Be safe.
Be safe. Okay, she's done. There's a whole bunch of things I got in there, but I have to come back. Oh, wait, no. I should definitely rest. Why didn't I heal? Shouldn't I have healed when I rested? Let's try resting again. Okay, now I healed, and I have all my stuff. Damn, it felt like he was at like half health, and they're saying that only 4 health was taken away. He has 21 points of health. Interesting. Why is there a little star next to this? Is it just saying that? Okay, I think it's just saying that it's magical, I guess. All right, let's get out of here. Now, you can now travel between the overworld areas of Urangol using the world map. You can visit the neighbors of your current area by moving your party to the edge of the area and then clicking the border within the cursor. Go to the southern or eastern edge of the current area and hover the mouse over the border to get a travel cursor. Then click it to open the world map. So go to the southern or eastern edge. Okay, so interesting. We'll head over here, I guess. And hopefully there are no creepy crawler things. No ghouls, rather.
If you insist.
Use the cursor to explore the world map. Reachable, unlocked areas are displayed in full colors. This is the case with Merchant's Road. Areas displayed in monochrome are known but not yet unlocked. That's Estate is such an area. Hovering over monochrome areas will offer a hint on how you can visit them, if there is a way. Sometimes areas will only become unlocked after a certain point is reached in the story. The world map can be opened anywhere and be used for fast travel to any unlocked area unless the party is in combat. Upon arrival to a new area, all of its neighbors will become visible in monochrome on the world map. By clicking the borders of your current area, you can unlock its neighbors on the world map. From that point, unlocked areas will be reachable at any time from it. This is now true for Merchant's Road. Click on it to start traveling. Travel to a neighbor to unlock Espen. And I still don't know what the lands of Zeta Solda. I still don't know where the expansion area is considered to be. All right, but Merchant's Road, let's go. And that is the tutorial. So we could have skipped all that, but I don't remember anything about this game, so I wanted to go ahead and experience it again. Formations can improve your party's effectiveness. Yeah, formations is a big deal in this game. Speaking of which, I need some frontliners. Finding paths. Okay.
If you insist.
Where am I? I need some companion stat. This is giving strong Arcanum vibes. Here we go. What up, bro? You know why they were fighting?
Is that a serious question? Even a league beneath the Skeg Mountains, everyone knows of the war.
Soldiering is a messing business, and I'm glad to have no part of it. Don't be so sure. We may all be dragged into this before the end.
Anyway, this was one of the smaller battles between Isilbright and Dead Gould.
Since we're on the same road, why don't we walk it together? I was thinking the same thing myself, but by both habit and predilection, I am always careful of my companions. Tell me what brings you out on this desolate road alone. Well, a series of very confusing events, to be honest.
Wow, that's quite a tale. If I was a bard, I'd be taking notes right now. It stands to reason that with your father dead, you are the heir to his estate.
I'm not quite sure what I should do about the estate. You need to lay claim to it yourself. No one is going to walk up and hand it to you. If only there was somewhere all my questions could be resolved.
This is the road to Isilbright, you know. Capital of Isilmaril, and also the world capital of noble titles.
The city's Hall of Records boasts the largest collection of histories in Urangol. I myself am planning a visit to research some family matters. You will be wise to do the same. Yes, it seems the answers I'm looking for will lie there, if anywhere. But enough talking, let's go. Wait, seems like as good a place as any to go. Care to join me?
Excellent. Onwards to Isilbright. Go ahead.
Beautiful. While having one of your companions selected, you can use the interact button to initiate a conversation with them. You can learn more about their backgrounds, progress their quest, or make them leave your group this way. So yeah, I remember this being one of the areas of the game that I felt like was kind of weak. That companions will just kind of join up with you. The reasoning for why they do it is never all that. And I think the game's kind of light on companion specific quests. Like I think maybe each one gets one, if that. But again, this is all the launch version, right? And I know they've made some upgrades since then. Keep along the road to get to my other companion. Okay, cool. Is that Matt Mercer? I don't think so, Brian. Could be though.
I'm listening.
Let's see what's your deal. I do not need you for learning and researching, and probably don't need you for bargaining and persuasion either, especially considering that your charisma is not all that great. But I guess we'll go with brewing and drying. Oh, you've got different options. So you can force locks and doors. I don't want that. Command company. Offers the ability to become the leader of the party. The commander of the group can designate various battlefield tactics to follow, which results in group-wide bonuses. New tactics become available as the leader advances. The bonuses gained remain active until another tactic is selected before the group gathers to rest. A group can only have one commander at a time. This skill is inactive until a skill point is invested into it. It is increased by physique, which he has a ton of, charisma, which he only has a little bit of, but it's not bad, and then each point here. 25% total right now. That sounds like the move. Outdoor survival. The character becomes more capable of fending for themselves and their allies in the wilderness. Increases health regain while resting at outdoor locations for all party members. Multiple characters can take this skill. This skill is inactive until a point is put into it. And then this is to convince people, right? Enable dialogue choices themed around warriors. This skill is inactive until you put a point into it. We're going to go with command company. Weapons, definitely clubs. Let's see. What are you using right now? I'm sorry. What are you using right now? You have a battle axe. So battle axe it is. Dry command company and battle axe it. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. I'll take it for now. Then press I. Is there anything we need to change? So you've got a cuirass, medium armor, no problem. And then this is just a keen battle axe, regular battle axe, and then a wooden heater shield. Interesting. Okay. And then where do we? Here's formation. How do I customize it? Can we not use a custom formation? Or do I not get to choose? So I can't manually, it looks like I can't manually do it. What's the problem? That's interesting.
I go.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. All right. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. What's this? Medium. And that is less. And then this. Weight of 4. Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong thing. I looked at the weight. I don't care about it weighing less. 20% slashing, 10% stabbing. Got you. A little more heat and cold. It's all right. Interesting. Heat. Oh, this focus on heat and cold. Metal plated. Metal plated is probably what you want. Here, hold on. How much weight can you handle? Oh, we can handle a lot more weight. All right, cool.
As you say.
Well, let's do it. Take that. Candle. Yeah, we're gonna need plenty of that. And we'll sell all this. Sell all this. Okay, so they really, really want you to talk to him right now. Fine, fine.
Whatever you say.
Yep, and there. Yes, Isaac. What's life like in Stonehome? It's all in the name, my friend. As everyone knows, we dwarves love to delve and we love to craft. Weapons, jewelry, vast vaults of stone, anything that lets us use our hands. What's up, Robbie? How are you, dude? It is a way of living as satisfying as it is simple, or at least it used to be. There have been changes recently, hard words between clans and even between kin, and no interest in smoothing them over. These days, everyone is eager to grab up an axe to cut someone down instead of a hammer to build something up. You never told me why you were so interested in visiting the Hall of Records when we met. Well, as I believe I mentioned before, it's a family matter. A century or more back, my clan split into two separate bloodlines, each with its own strong traditions and beliefs. As you might guess, the bull-headed nature of my kin has made living alongside one another difficult. Now a new and very rich vein of gemstone has been discovered in the depths of Stonehome, and the feud between my brothers and sisters has come near a point where bloodshed will be inevitable. I heard of a dwarven keeper working in the Hall of Records, one whose research focuses on the history of the Northern Realm and our kind. Feuds similar to the one dividing my relations have always been common among dwarves. I need to learn from him how such problems were resolved by our ancestors. All I know about this fellow is his name, Hallbrag. I need to talk to him as soon as we get to the Hall of Records. Ah, so that's why they want you to talk to him so bad. He's going to give you a quest. Interesting.
I'm listening.
There we go. Molecule, what's up, man? How does everyone feel about NPC dialogue being partially voiced, i.e. some lines spoken, others text only? MBD or ruins it for some people. Appreciate the $5 donation, man. Me personally, I don't like it. I'm somewhat okay with it when I feel like there's some consistency, right? Where major conversations are voiced, and if you start a conversation, it's either all voiced or it's not voiced. What I don't like is when things are randomly voiced, because the fact that there's no rhyme or reason, or at least no system as far as I can tell, I find it off-putting personally. And so for the most part, you know, I think voice acting helps a game regardless, so it's better to have partial voice acting than no voice acting, but I at least ask the developer to do it carefully and with consideration, right? Like the Starfinder devs, their game hit a Kickstarter level where it could be fully voice acted, right? But originally what they said was, the main quest will be fully voice acted and the companions will be fully voice acted, but then the rest, no voice. You know, like that's like, okay, we figured out a system, the way to organize this where it makes sense and it's consistent. I'm much more comfortable with that than what I've seen, frankly, in some of the Owlcat games, and especially Pillars 1. I felt like Pillars 1 was really bad about voice acting randomly coming in for no reason. Like a throwaway line would be voice, but then a major line right afterwards that actually has importance would not have a voice. And it's like, what are you doing? What's up, Jimmy? How are you, man? Always stubborn, Brian. Always stubborn. You prefer more voice acting? Me too. Me too, Robbie. Yeah, the randomness is the problem for me. Exactly. What do you think we should do next? Make our way to Isilbright, definitely. Then the Hall of Records. No better place to settle questions about history and family. Answers I need to find for myself as well. What are you good at? Brawling. I am a fighter, of course. I may not be the quickest, but I usually hit the hardest. If there's danger, look for me at the front. We've talked enough for now. Let's go. No time to waste. All right.
You're in charge.
Ooh.
Whatever you like.
There, all of us. There we go. Let's go ahead and get some of this. Is that my... Kind of weird that they have you separated at first from your sibling. Yeah, that's Jaheira. Hey, Isaac, want to travel together? Yes, come with me.
Yeah?
All right. Bargaining and persuasion, of course. Class skills. You're a lockpicker. I guess throwing. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. And then, yeah, bargain and persuasion. Pick locks, keep at it. Throwing, keep at it. Why do you get, oh, wait, spells or abilities. This ability fills the user with a rush of adrenaline, enhancing their physical capabilities and senses. Quickened. Increases dodge and movement speed. Nice. Steady. Focus increased by 1. Aim and accuracy increased by 20%. That's nice. And then critical strike chance increased by 10%. Clean hit chance increased by 15%. What's up, Ian? While I would like more voice acting, I totally get where there's no way they could afford it. Yep, exactly. Which is why it was so cool that Starfinder was able to hit that mark on their Kickstarter where everything is going to be fully voice acted. Super, super cool. Next attack has a 50% increased chance to cause a status effect. Next stealth attack inflicts stunned to the target. Nice. Next non-stealth attack inflicts silence to the target. For the eyes, go for the eyes, boo! Next attack has a 30% increased critical strike chance. It deals 30% increased damage and inflicts concussion to the target when attacking from the back. Intelligence increased by 2, attack speed and casting speed reduced by 25%. That's good to keep in mind. Blinded from the front. That's also awesome. Flat out cannot use ranged attacks. Aim and accuracy decreased by 50%. Chance to parry and block decreased by 50%. Powerful stuff. Finally, malicious strike. This ability makes the user prepare a particularly potent attack. Next attack has 30% increased critical strike chance and deals 30% increased damage. I like this one. A little bit of crowd control. Why not? All right.
Go ahead, as you say.
Beautiful.
Hello?
Beautiful. Good day, kind sir. On your way to Ilselbright, I warrant. A wise choice given the circumstances. It's been several days since I fled Durin Gold. I was already doubtful of our chances against Ilselbright before the War Council decided to make its move. But when the plague struck, I grew certain I was on the wrong side. What plague? How can you not have heard? Have you been living at the bottom of the sea? Durin Gold declared war on Ilselbright a few days back and has already gained a foothold in the south of the kingdom. Militarily, it was quite the feat. But a terrible illness began to rage across the city almost immediately thereafter. Citizens had been talking to their beds several weeks before, but no one thought it was serious. Now they began talking to their graves and in the dozens. I took that as a sign to leave town, but don't you go calling me a coward. A merchant has no true home anyway. That's how I look at it. And you know, I managed to bring some of my wares with me from Durin Gold. Care to take a look? You seem to know your way around. Do you know anything about the raid by Durin Gold on the Espen estate? This happened a few days back. Yes, I heard something about that, but I was prepared to leave Durin Gold at the time and didn't pay much heed. If you're interested, you should try your luck in Ilselbright, just ahead. In fact, it's probably the best place in Durin to find what you're looking for. Have you heard of the Hall of Records? It houses the greatest collection of written history, poetry, and natural science in Durin. I'm sure the scholars who study there can fill you in on recent important events. What do you have on offer? Goods for travelers, mostly. I used to deal in weapons too, but that stock I was able to move quickly back in Durin when war was declared. But not to worry, I intend to put out feelers in Ilselbright and rebuild my business post-haste. Until then, feel free to browse what I have. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. Show me what you have, Gavin. With pleasure. You can browse a merchant's inventory. You can see their stock on the left side of the screen, while your selected character's inventory can be seen on the right. You can switch between party member inventories using the drop box on the right. You can also filter the merchant's stock using the item category buttons on the top left. Try using the all filter to display all items this merchant has. Multiple items can be selected by clicking on them while holding the control key. Okay, all. It's got a candle. That's interesting. I have one candle. Battle Roar. What is this? Strengthen. Soothe. Increase weapon damage by 20%. Resistance. Resistance to pulse and blow. Resistance slash. Reinforce. So basically it gives you 20% more damage and gives you a bunch of damage resistance. Very nice. How much GP do I have? 43. So I'm not getting any of this right now. Let's sell that. I can't just double click on it to sell. All right, I gotta click on that and then Helgenar. What's Isaac holding? Plenty. But probably nothing I want to sell. I kind of want to get rid of that light armor. I don't know if I've read all the books, so I'm hesitant to get rid of this. And I have to check on that as well. Okay, Potions of Secrets. For 60 seconds, you get a 50% bonus to learning and research. Interesting. Oh, this is a special sling, it looks like. Shepherd sling, but I don't need them. Flight arrow. Why does this say... Most of these arrows are made of ash or birch and are 30 to 40 long. It's built for distance. Okay, interesting. I feel like we should probably buy a couple of these just to be sure. And close, and then go into here. And let me make sure. Oh, weather effects. Isn't that cool? Just want to make sure I've read all these books before I start selling any of them. Red. Yep, got all these. Okay, cool.
Hello.
Show me what you have. Isaac. Oh, do they not let Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. Oh, look, there's a little check mark there. So they let you know if you've read it already. Nice. That works. It works very, very well. Night, Deacon. Take care, man. Yep, sell that. Okay, yep. Each one of them has a nice little handy dandy check on it. But these regular books don't have a check on them. I wonder if you're supposed to keep those around. Not sure. All right.
On the move.
We'll be in the... Hi.
There we go. We'll come back here later. I want to get to town. It's so bright gates, sure. Who are you?
I'm late. I go.
Commoner, traveler. Just a child, okay. You all right, kid? Oh, hello there, sir. Nothing there. Boop, doo, 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 doo. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. They're just a regular bunch of adventurers. And not discovering anything over there. All right, cool. Let's head into town. I remember town being a pretty decently sized area. Stand to there. What's your business in the capital? Not a merchant by the look of it. I have come to join the shadowy guild of thieves which secretly runs the city. That's a Elder Scrolls feel for sure. I've come to apprentice at a school of wizardry. Alnarius, save us, another spell slinger. Excuse me, but not all wizards. Spare me, please. Just go in. Nice. Okay. All right. Oh, that's kind of cool. The way the other ones you can get to are shown just like grayed out, though. Nice. I like that. Very subtle molecule. Very, very subtle. Sleeping out in the wilds. Two-legged kind. Is that right? So I remember there should be at least a couple of companions you can get while you're here. Brilliant sleight of hand, Horror-Mill. I reckon Lord Markham still doesn't know he's lighter by the weight of one fancy bracelet. And that, my friends, is why we love the Southern Shore. Drunken nobles all day long. Only a few more taps like that one, and we can get some proper treatment for Crag. Sir, someone's coming, I think. What a propitious moment for you to walk into our lives, winsome stranger. My friends and I are collecting a small fee from everyone entering the city. A pittance, really. 50 gold pieces. Piss off. Twigs like you are easily broken. You mentioned the Southern Shore. What's so great about it? We are not tour guides, sir. We're here to collect the entrance fee. So, 50 gold is all we require. Your friend there seems perfectly healthy to me, other than being fallen down drunk. If you wait a while, I'm sure he'll sober up nicely. Now, how about you let me by? But I felt awful for a really long time. This can't just be, a drunk. Can you remember when you started drinking, or has it been so long even that is lost? Crag really hasn't been home in a while. Seems like he's been living in the stumbling steps for at least the past few days. Yeah, anyway, keep your gold, but you better make tracks before I change my mind. Bro, be glad I didn't decide to annihilate you and your little friends. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, doom, doom. How do you know if something is stealing? Unauthorized. Ask and you shall receive. Now the question becomes...
I'm listening.
Special abilities. Is there... Hold on. Here we go.
Go ahead.
So there's a sneak... oh, no, that's not sneak. Hold on, what is that? Character sheet. That's not sneak. So it seems like sneak is not really an option, right? Skills. Oh, wait, here we go. Sneak. Cannot hide while being detected.
I'll do it.
Interesting.
What do you need? As you say.
Oh, you can take from that. That's interesting, but there's another one. This. That's unauthorized, huh? That's locked.
Yeah?
She's the one who can pick locks, right? What was that noise? You good, homie? I'm not doing anything yet. Damn.
Whatever you say.
Annoying. What's in here? Barbed flail. We're not using that in a regular shield. All right, fine. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever that was, I'm grateful.
You're in charge.
All right.
It's nice to be needed.
Booyah. Oh, crap. Well, damn. I didn't even see him. It doesn't say anything about like losing reputation or anything like that. There's no indication that doing this is actually upsetting him. it makes sense that it upsets him, at least I guess a little bit, even though I'm not actually going in there taking anything, but there's just no indication of it. Damn. All right. Well, cool. I definitely could use her having some ranks in sneak. What's up, Billy? Just saw Val 2 was apparently rumored. Yeah, Chris Avalon said they're working on it. I'm probably gonna make a video about that.
I go.
What's the side door? Where's this go? Oh, okay.
I go.
Blacksmith hammer. Dust of ignition. Gotta start looking at some of these dust at some point, figuring out what I should and should not be using.
I go.
And what I really want to know, Billy, is, you know,
I go.
If they're working on a Vow 2 now, most likely that means they decided not to do any DLC for Avowed 1. I would like to know, what is the reasoning for that? Were they disappointed by the sales, or were they disappointed by how the game turned out? And what is it that they're going to do with the sequel that they believe is going to like turn things around? Because the thing is, if you were disappointed by the sales, why are you convinced that Avowed 2 would sell any more? You know, why would you be convinced that, oh, this will help me turn it around? Why wouldn't you just go in a different direction? Interesting how fast Obsidian and Outcap move in the RPG space compared to other RPG studios. Yep. Both of them on my face. Yeah, you know, I'm real big on give devs the time that they need to produce what they want, but I do like it that, hey, we're always getting something from you, as opposed to CDPR or Rockstar, where you could go years not getting any content. Originally, they did say there was going to be some DLC Ultron. They did. I really hope they are disappointed how the game turned out, because let's be honest, that's the reason why I have not bought it. So what did you find disappointing about Avowed, Vandal? And what would you like to see them do in a sequel? Hello, I am Isaac. So what will it be then? Are you a blacksmith? If you can't tell, I won't tell you. Can I see your wares? Aye. Dwarves. Bar Blue Brigadine. What is this? Curious. Okay. Medium curious. And we're looking at the right person. Hold on. A little less on stabbing, but a little more on slashing and pulse and blow. Interesting. Brass cauldron. What's this for? Could use to boil and cook materials over an open fire. Feel like I should probably have one of these, to be honest with you. Ooh, chain skull cap. Fighter. Okay, yeah, we should take this for sure. Colorful kite shield. How do you like that? This is better than what you have right now. So yeah, sure, we'll take it. How is Defender of the Dreaming Timber? Looks like this is a better battle axe than what you're using right now. So we'll take that as well. Oh, oh, damn. All right, no, we're not going to take that right now. My bad. Oh, infantry bar boot. Helmet. Pulse and blow. Everything 3%. How much is this? This does not have pulse and blow. Oh, there's a lantern. Knight half plate. Yeah, half plate is definitely what I want on you then. To be honest, Avowed is one of the few Obsidian games that had troublesome development. They probably have a good base with Avowed, but want to create it proper from the start, especially with Kara Patel at Netflix games now. Nah, multiple Obsidian games have had trouble development though. Tyranny, KOTOR 2, like I don't think that's really rare for them. Even New Vegas had issues. New CRPG, Taverns and Beards. Yeah. What's up, Dapper? Obsidian is the devs to beat up these days. They have been getting straight trashed on. True. Me personally, if they had all the godlikes in the game with all the body types, yeah, I did not like character creation in Avowed at all. The format was not fitting. Combat was flashy and boring, and most importantly, it was very generic and uninteresting for me. One of those broad audience mass-produced games. I hard passed these. I just wanted Pillars 3, not Avowed. I definitely prefer Pillars 3. Would have cost less and be much more interesting for sure. You don't have gloves on at all, huh? So yeah, we'll give you this. I want to be able to just double click things and buy it. Damn. There's some really good stuff in here. I didn't see any throwing weapons though. War clubs, spears, and halberds. Dagger. Where do we get throwing weapons from? We can go ahead and sell that. Here, hold on.
I'm listening.
Boom, bup, 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 bup. There we go. Plate gauntlets, and there we go. Then this is, oh, whoops. Beautiful. I'll be sure to sell that.
Speak your mind.
What's up, Aji? How are you? How's the game? How's this game now? I saw they had new DLC. Yeah, I got an expansion. I've been enjoying it so far, but I'm not at the point yet where I can really confirm whether or not it's much improved from the original. This is, oh, gives you protection against cold. Why can't I? It won't let me pull it. Oh wait, here, hold on. No, so this is a totally different inventory. I just wanna. I don't want to replace the gloves that I have. I'm just trying to pull you. Let's do that. Oh, that's what it is. You click on it.
What do you need?
Not you. You.
Yeah?
There you go.
Whatever you say.
Boom, boom. I do feel like the open world aspect was great. I thought exploration was amazing and Avowed. Really, really strong part of it. What fell for you was the story. Make this choice. How does it matter? Not really, as long as you make enough choices towards what side. All the characters look like they play in a Swedish metal band. Don't worry, when we get to some of the different races, they'll be, I think, look a little bit more distinguished. So. Boop, boop. I don't know if I still need that light armor. Okay. We are at 616. And that is not enough for the the Defender of the Dream. That's what I wanted, right? And looks like I have just barely enough, but it would take everything I have. So I don't want to do that as of yet. We're going to hold off on that. What classes are present in this game? Just about everyone you could think of. Despite the issue with the previous Obsidian titles, it still maintained its hard RPG core. Obsidian lost a bit of that due to being a multi-player live service title rather than a choice of a single player RPG. What do you mean? Avowed wasn't a multiplayer live service game. What's up, Defino? French viewer, yo, appreciate you tuning in, man. Thanks for your videos and for turning on translations. Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. It's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you. Have you played XCOM 2? Nope, never played any of the XCOM games, but I heard that many of the games that I really enjoy were based on those titles. So I definitely plan to check them out at some point, but no, I have not had the pleasure as of yet. Not as of yet. Woo-hoo-hoo. A guardian golem. Well, isn't that fearsome? So yeah, this. Oh, this door is locked. No. Let's see. Let us unlock it. Is it unlocked now? What is the problem? Yeah. This log is not up to snuff. It's not telling me that your roll failed or unlocking it is impossible or whatever. Give me something to work with. So the classes that I am, this guy, he's just a regular fighter. I'm a convoker, which is basically a summoner. It's nice to and then needed. She's a swindler, which is essentially it's like a thief type character, but I guess more of a rogue, or I guess it's like a bard, actually, a bard type character. They've also got ranger, thief, Templar, Highlander, which is a character that uses multiple weapons, necromancer. They got a bunch of different options when it comes to classes.
I'll do it.
What do you need? You're in charge.
No shortage of that. Okay. It appears that everything is locked at night. Is that the way it works? Because now it's daytime. Yep, and it's open. Okay, interesting. She's a goat. Avowed started as a multiplayer game before K. Patel came in and focused on making a single-player RPG. Oh, interesting. She doesn't get the recognition she deserves. Why do you like her so much? I'm not familiar with her work. XCOM games are great. Yeah, I got into these type of games way after XCOM had released, so I never circled back and played them. You have missed a lot. Trust me, you want to play XCOM, especially XCOM 2 with all the expansions. I will have to check it out at some point. XCOM 1 is maybe the main reason why I'm such a turn-based enjoyer. Really? I heard XCOM 1 wasn't all that, but XCOM 2 was really where the series became incredible. XCOM is mid for me. I played 60 hours of it to form that opinion. What did you dislike about it, Ultron? What is that? Salt. Okay. And that is locked.
Can I help you?
Which way to the market? Market Street is adjacent city gates. You can find just about anything there. XCOM 2 was great molecule. XCOM 1 is underrated, Jovi. Why do you say that? What did you like about it?
Can I help you?
Get out of here while you still got 2 working legs to get on.
Greetings.
You got no business with me. Move along. Back up before you find the trouble you're looking for. Well, that's how you feel about it. XCOM 2 is peak, but XCOM 1 came way before, and that's why I got my love for turn-based. 95% hit chance and still miss. Xenonauts 2 is getting pretty good. What's going on, Strong Style? I'm not familiar with that game. What's Xenonauts? Really? You only gave me one barrel that was authorized, huh?
Speak your mind.
Nice time for a chat. Trying to find out what happened to Lord Espen. Have you heard of him? They got lists of such people at the Hall of Records. You could try that. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I'm listening.
She wrote The Outer Worlds 1 DLC, Pillars of Eternity 1 DLC, co-wrote Pillars of Eternity 2, and directed Avowed into a proper RPG. Hope she's doing big things outside Obsidian. Yeah, she went over to Netflix, so if nothing else, she got paid.
Yeah.
She most certainly got paid. Because I cannot imagine they are squeamish about paying their people properly. My only question was, what did she feel like she was going to be able to accomplish with Netflix that she wouldn't be able to with Obsidian? I find that rather odd. You're not clear for entry, okay? No problem.
I go.
That's the only thing that's odd to me about it, but without question, I wish her the best. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she's working on. Like Slattered, have you ever tried a game people love, but it just feels off for you? But it has everything you should love, but it just feels off? Yep, Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not a fan. I think it's way too slow. Takes way too long to travel in between areas. I do not like traveling in that game at all, and it makes me really dislike the experience. I tried it for like 5 hours, and I'm like, this just isn't working. I can't even force myself to play through this. But everybody else swears on it and says, hey, it's this amazing experience. That's how you are for XCOM? Got you. This is a really, really large city. Frankly, I am a fan of that. Money talks and IG Netflix money better than Xbox, buddy. Very possible. Nothing. Please leave it on my work. Time spent talking is deducted from my pay.
What do you need?
Okay. Yeah, it happens. GTA, incredible game. Don't like it. You love Alien Dark Descent. Heard good things about that game. This game has this Pillars of Eternity inspiration on its shield. I agree, but I'm a big fan of Pillars of Eternity, so it works for me.
I go.
Nope, I've never worked as a teacher or instructor, Billy. Why do you ask?
I go.
It's weird how they start us in these separate areas like that.
I'll do it.
Nobody's noticing her.
I'm listening.
Oh, there
As
we
you
go. I was
say.
about to say.
Yeah?
All right.
On my way.
Go ahead.
I was like, shouldn't somebody have discovered her by now? What's wrong, Brian? What's that one game that had a ton of diversity in the city? We played a demo of it. Was it that? Yeah. Necromancer's Tale. Your passion for making guides and informing people on RPG updates. Just wondered. Both of my parents are teachers. So maybe they instilled some of that in me. Red Dead Redemption 2? You and your brothers should do a live stream playthrough of it, and then I'll watch it and live through it vicariously through y'all. Professor Slandered. I've honestly considered before, you know how you can make courses on, what is that site called where you can like download online courses? Udemy or something like that? I've considered making courses, but specifically regarding video games. Like people always ask me, how do you get through a game without restarting it all? I feel like I should outline a whole course of how I approach it. Where I'm like, I create the story for my character and I know what they're going to be up front and all that kind of stuff. Or a course on, you know, setting up your own gaming channel, YouTube, you know? Like I'm not a crazy large streamer, but I've definitely had some measure of success. And I feel like I've learned some lessons and experienced some things that maybe people would benefit from knowing about. So I would have to figure out the right subject, but I think that actually would be kind of cool to make my own like course related to some video game related aspect and then put it out there and allow people to enjoy it. Are you a store?
Yes.
Oh, you are. Whoops. RDR 2 is one of those absolute masterpiece games that are unfortunately too far in the backlog. I completely understand. There's a whole lot of games out right now. James Vega is the best ME companion for me. It's probably how Brian feels here. And you say you don't like RDR. Look, I've gotten it before. Some people just love Red Dead Redemption. And can't imagine. I love the first one, and I really, really expected to love the second one. Didn't do it for me at all. Restart itis is definitely an illness for you, Jovi. You and Mortismo are like my go-to for RPG content and reviews. Appreciate it, Billy. Of course, it would be dope, but mad time consuming. Yeah, it would be time consuming, but when I have some time to carve out something, I might give it a whirl. Greetings. Sorry if I seem distracted, but today I am a very troubled dwarf. Would you be willing to help me? Someone's life may depend on it. What do you need done? I need someone to rescue my dear Magenhild. Baffledak's gang is a menace to all Iselbright. Someone needs to slap them down hard enough they'll never get up. By the by, poor Magenhild was carrying some of my merchandise when she was taken. Naturally, our life is what I value most, but losing those goods would be an almost equally dire blow. Whose life are we talking about? This is all that damnable Baffledak's fault. May Hrothgar tear him into strips. That Greybark villain's goons abducted my dear friend Magenhild. They're holding her hostage, and I'm sure it will get much worse. They think she knows something that will let them take over my shop. Thugs like them can't compete, honestly. They only know how to steal and destroy. Once they're finished interrogating Magenhild, they'll kill her for sure. That sounds like real trouble, all right. I'll see what I can do. Thank you very much, sir. It all happened in Greybark Square, just outside the southern end of the cemetery. I saw when they cornered her and immediately ran back here to safety. I mean, to get help.
As you say.
You get help, huh? Even though you didn't play all of it, would you concur and say Arthur is the better Red Dead Redemption protagonist? I don't remember it well enough at all to make a judgment call on that, to be honest with you. Ooh, trap activated. Well, damn, that was not cool.
I go.
That was actually not cool in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Ooh.
I'll do it.
I'm listening.
Any update from Gator on your interview? Will it come out soon? Clip is coming out tomorrow, Jovi. Full interview will be out Saturday morning. I'm very, very excited for it. Really looking forward to it.
Go.
Really, really looking forward to it. I think the interview is super, super cool. And I've definitely made the decision that I'm going to do more interviews just like that. Leave me be, you twat. You twat.
Go.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a good time? Are you very excited? Me too, Jovi. Me too. I think it's going to be really cool.
Go.
We need some reaction content soon. Reaction content starts back up next week. So if you haven't already, if there's something you want me to watch, make sure you put it in the thread, because I'm going to look through that thread. And then when Monday comes around, I'm going to put out a slew of videos. You think Josh Sawyer would direct Avowed 2? He likes to do his own thing. No, I think he sticks with Pillars. Or at least that's what I hope. Anything is possible, because you can't be sure how somebody's been inspired, right? He might have seen what Avowed did as far as portraying all the worlds that he's been responsible for, and made the decision, you know what? I really like this. And I want to be directly involved in it. So can't be sure about something like that, but on the whole, I would say most likely, I swear, somewhere around here. I want to just search around, because I swear there was. There we go. Here we go. But on the whole, I feel like most likely he's working on Pillars 3. Kingdom Come 2 is on sale, 45% off. So I bought it on Steam. Lost Loafer, Pillars of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is free on Steam starting, I think, on the 9th. It's going to be free for a few days, and then if you buy it after those few days, it'll be like 45% off. Super cool. What's going on, Lash Technica? Do you get sent most of your games? Not really. Sometimes they give me a review copy, but a lot of times they end up having to buy it on my own. Like out of the recent games, I got a copy of Outer Worlds 2. I had to buy Bloodlines 2, and I bought Dispatch. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. Arthur is definitely a lot smarter. Nice. That explains why I did not like Avowed. It was made by completely different people entirely. True. So looking forward to Pillars 3 in the meantime. Yeah, I was disappointed by some of the mechanics that it was missing. I really wanted to have Chanter and Barbarian. And yeah, it had a totally different feel to it. Totally different feel. You didn't mess up, Loafer. I mean, it would have taken you more time than how long the game was free for you to finish it. And then if you wanted to be able to keep playing, you would have had to pay it with that 45% discount. So either way, you probably would have ended up buying it with the 45% discount. But I was letting people know who maybe were really, really hesitant about the game. It's free in a couple of days on Steam, but it's free for a window of time. I don't remember how many days it is, but basically for that window of time, you could download it on Steam and play it for free. And then afterwards, you can purchase it if you want to continue playing at a discount of like 40 or 45%. So at the end of the day, you're good. Lack of Cypher. Yeah, exactly. Cypher as well, Billy. Cypher as well, for sure.
You're in charge.
All right, this is who I was looking for.
Gentlemen, I merely wish to be on my way. I have no quarrel with you.
I didn't feel like there was discount barbarian. Because there's no way for you to recreate the effects of carnage. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to have a carnage barbarian who also was running chanter buffs to go ham on people. And I didn't get that. What's going on here?
Please, I have nothing left I can give to your master.
That is not so, Soraka. You know it is not so. The one thing you indisputably have is that which we've come for. Then why talk at all? Why not just plant a blade in my back? Because I want to see the fear in your eyes before you die. Leave that woman alone. Walk away, Feldegug. We're only after her. Do Rillo really stoop so low as to harass their own kind for coin? We have business with this one, Feldegug, and we intend to get paid. Take your leave or you'll get paid too in a different sort of coin. Young lady, do you have some business with these men?
Call me Soraka, please. Unfortunately, yes, business of a kind. They're here on behalf of their master, Elenuator.
I am guessing there's some friction between you and Elenuator? It is a matter of faith. He disagrees so strongly with mine that he sends his henchmen to chase me day and night. I'm not going to stand by while these men attack you. Come, stand by me. Stop that. Stop talking like you're in charge of the situation. I don't know for certain that we would win a straight fight, but I imagine the amount of noise we could raise together will rouse a score or two of other folk from their bread and ale. You care so little who witnesses your crimes? Damn, you're interfering. Very well. Breathe the fresh air a while longer, Soraka. But to your new friends, I say this. Any associate of this heretic will be marked just the same. Apparently, Sony just hired a dream team players who created Halo, Uncharted, God of War, Mass Effect, and Fallout 3 in New Vegas to create a new game being ran by Kojima. Not excited. I've never played a Kojima game before because every trailer always looked like it was going to be way too damn weird. And I feel like that will probably end up being the same thing. It would have an affect and a look that would be amazing, but the actual storyline would be nonsensical as all hell. Take care, Brian. Have a good night, dude. Not excited at all. Maybe they'll shock me, but that does not gear me up. Mass Effect devs are working on Exodus. Run like the coward you are. You handled yourself well. As did you. I'd rather not dwell on the outcome should you not have. Anyway, you have my thanks. I'm a cleric of Alnarius, adept at the healing arts, and also capable in a fight. Perhaps our skills might complement each other. Yes, agreed. Welcome to the party.
Yes?
Thank you. Let me know if you need any healing. Kojima also has characters on the nose names. Sounds like a mess. All those genres together don't mesh. They don't automatically mesh for sure, but we'll see. Oh, and are they weird? Yeah. Kojima must have things his way or he will leave. It's why he's so successful. Interesting. You should play Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding. Yeah, Death Stranding is the one where I looked at it, I was like, this don't make no sense. I don't like playing games that don't make sense. It was rumored Bungie wanted to make a single player RPG, but the CEO said, hell no. Really? That's interesting.
Yes.
Because Destiny is such a popular MMO, I feel like it probably lends itself well to an RPG experience. If they change some things around. Let's see, what are you going for? Sure, brewing and drying. So you got lots of intelligence and lots of focus. That's interesting. And a little bit of charisma, a little bit of physique too. Whoops. Class skills. Ooh, you got totally different class skills. Pray. Pray lets the cleric talk to their deity Alnarius, the king god. The skill will impart one of the various boons to the user when selected before resting. However, it is up to them to decide the exact nature of it. The skill is inactive. I don't know what that means. That sounds weird. Tend to wounds. Offers the ability to heal party members' injuries during a rest. Whoa. This skill increases the base amount of health regained by all group members during resting at all locations. Multiple characters can take this. Probably gonna go that way. Abolish curses. Offers the ability to purify magical items that are otherwise cursed. While cursed items offer some negative effects in turn for the powerful advantages they give, purified items will only add positive effects to the wearer. This skill is inactive, so I think we're gonna go 10 wounds. And then you can do small blades or you can do rods and staves. And I guess go the staves route. But actually, no, because if you do small blades, then you can also have a shield. And I think I want you to have a shield. All right.
Go ahead.
Right. You're in a robe right now. I don't like that.
Speak your mind.
I think you should be able to wear some armor, right? There you go.
Don't you have another lick spittle?
I'm listening.
Clear eyes, okay. CO wanted to double down on live service. I'm sure. Yeah, that's what does it. Sony did acquire Bungie 2 years ago. Not about the CRPG, but they did want to do an RPG and it was turned down. Running from the Invisible Monsters was also terrifying. Death Stranding had a great soundtrack. Yeah, some of those sections look absolutely terrifying for sure. Kojima games are a lot easier to understand when you embrace them as artistic schlock. Basically B-movie with AAA budgets. Interesting. So just go in with the right expectations and it'll be fine. That's not bad. Here, let's get you over here and let's get you over here. And let's look at you, terrible fatigue. And let's get you over here and let's get you identifying you. Parrying dagger. Chance to inflict disarm to the target.
Ready to
and
serve.
you, small blade. Now, let's see. Let's compare this. This is much better. Looks like you could do that, no problem. In fact, here, let me see something. General skills. Where does it say? Boom, boom. What is the deal with cleric? Wish there's some place where I can look to see. I don't know if her wearing this armor is actually having an effect. Abolish curses. What is this? No usable item found in inventory. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Spell book. So we're at level 1 right now. For like $4 billion. That Chuck Chase is a financial mogul. Funny how we went from a sci-fi RPG drought to getting a wave of them. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. What's up, Rug? That's why I like your channel. You play games for immersion and narrative, not just any old game. Exactly. It's got to have certain things for me, Rug. It's absolutely necessary to have certain things for me. Outer Worlds 2 might not be the best game this year, but easily my game of the year. So fun and creative. Really? Your game of the year? Did you play E33 or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at all, Billy? Definitely want this. What does peace do again? Spell takes away the will to cause harm to others from its target. It takes pacified, unable to attack or otherwise harm others for 4 turns. That's really nice. Hand of mercy, used for healing. What's serenity? This spell can be used to restore the combatant's nature of creatures to its original state, removes pacified, and grants alert. I'm gonna say we need more of this for right now, but anything is possible. And then what's 2? Calm. By channeling their own, grants calmed, increase resistance to arrival, and removes panic. Okay. And what's chattering? There's also base. This spell causes intense shivering that disrupts physical activities, inflicts silence, nice, and distraction, reduced chance to dodge, block, and parry. Whereas this removes panic. All right. No elevated spells though. We'll need to get one. Played E33 a bit, but not a fan of RPGs. KCD2 looks fantastic, but not my type of game personally. Got you. How many golden nuggets do you give the Outer Worlds franchise? For me, the Outer Worlds games are kind of like 3 out of 5. I like Outer Worlds 2 a lot more than the first one, but it still doesn't really get down to the type of games that I like, specifically because there's not nearly enough effort put into the party members. I think the Outer Worlds 2 puts a little bit more effort into their party members than the first one, but to be honest with you, I don't think the group is really more interesting than the first one. I think mechanically they're much more interesting, but as far as their personalities, their backstories, and their just the content you get from them in the game, I don't think it's really better than what we got from the first game. And in fact, I definitely liked Parvati in the first game more than any of the party members we got in the second game. And so because of that, it doesn't really appeal to me. Part of the reason that I have such a strong connection to the Pillars franchise is because the first game had companions that were so well written and thoroughly developed, like Durance, Grieving Mother, Adur, Herveus. All of these companions I found to be extremely compelling people. And so I really enjoyed going on a journey with them. And even though I didn't feel the same way about Deadfire companions, I was already hooked, right? By the time Deadfire came out. And so, you know, Pillars of Eternity has appealed to the exact type of things I like the most in the game. There's a crafting mechanic. What do you mean? Ooh, they'll let me just take that. Okay, cool. I'll take it. No usable item found in industry. But what if your family and friends? Among the Rillo, I have neither anymore. Oh, wow. The dwarf is he's talking to Soraka. Okay, cool. I thought the dwarf was talking to
what do you need?
My sister at first, and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting that they're capable of like a back and forth. So it's like, really, you're gay with the you play. Everybody has a right to whatever game they prefer. I just wanted to be sure. I just wanted to be sure what it was being compared to. Can you make stuff? My favorite companions are in Mass Effect. Are you asking, can you make stuff in this game? If so, yes. You can make your own potions, and you can make your own own powders that can be used basically like grenades. Close. All right, so you got a menu closer. You can't just click out of it. You like Azza? Azza's cool. She's cool. She's interesting. My favorites in Outer Worlds 2 were Azza and Marisol. Your favorite companions are in Mass Effect? BioWare was amazing back in the day. My favorite list of companions is either in the Mass Effect games or the Dragon Age games. which is a big reason why for a really long time, BioWare was by far my favorite developer. Why can't I click in here?
Yes?
There we go. Sir, welcome to the Temple of Alnarius. All are welcome here. Again, welcome. Does the Temple of Alnarius perform resurrections? Yes, as long as the soul is not too far beyond helping. The preparations for such a procedure are quite taxing on the people of our church, however. Expect a hefty price should you require such aid. BioWare were amazing back in the day? Absolutely. So Rockstar moved GTA to November 19th. Yeah, right after they did a bunch of union busting that caused them to fire like 40 employees. So I think it's a bad look all the way around, frankly. Not gotten the Wrath of the Righteous Kingmaker, however, is really great companions, specifically Jubilos and Lindsay. Yep. I feel like Wrath has a better group of companions, but both of them are very strong. I have played Baldur's Gate 3, Loafer. Does the Temple of Alnarius perform resurrections? Oh, we already talked about that. Yes, thank you. Just taking a look around.
Life
High
is hard.
praise. Welcome, traveler. All right.
As you say.
When did he get... When did Helganar lose all that health? Brother Wembley.
Long live King Valianric.
Greetings, sir. Have you come to admire the grandeur of our temple? You are welcome to share in its glory. I wonder, would you offer your aid to ensure the safety of Urangol as Alnarius and Talindia created her? The task I have in mind requires an able-bodied adventurer like yourself. What has happened to threaten the safety of Urangol? A grim shadow has fallen upon many regions of Urangol, including our own humble kingdom. Aberrant creatures are becoming more and more common, threatening all of Alnarius and Talinda's creations. Everyone who serves the cause of good must play their part in defending the land from this menace. That includes you, I hope. What do you need these able bodies for? Fighting, for some violence will surely be involved. The danger of which I speak is the undead. They've been wandering north in great numbers toward Isilbright, from that area called the Screaming Barrows. They prey on merchants and travelers, despoil our forests and fields, and are generally a blight upon the land. Heroes are needed to rid us of this evil. The church is also needed, of course, to guide and coordinate their efforts. That sounds like a serious problem. All right, I'll do what I can. Wonderful, ever blessed are the righteous. I've had a report of another horde of these abominations approaching the city from the southwest along the Merchants Road. Ensure you dispatch every last one of them. This GTA just makes me happy. I'm not hyped for it. How about Clear Obscure Expedition 33? It got a 10 out of 10 everywhere. And I played that game as well, and that's my personal game of the year. Now, keep in mind, I haven't finished Dispatch, and Dispatch is definitely going to be in that running as well. So we'll see how it actually ends. But from what I've seen thus far, I'm really, really happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Is this the guy we met on the road?
You should check out the Crooked Hut.
Hello again, my friend. Can I interest you in some trade? A few days back. Yeah, we already had that. What do you have on offer? Wait, what? Goods for travelers? Yeah, okay. Show me. All in the stock. Bunch of things I sold to him. Is this used for crafting? Yes, it's a primary component in crafting. Armor of Alnarius. You can take that. Thank you so much. And you can take this ring. I have no need of it. That okay. Yeah, dispatch has to be a contender for sure. I agree. This festival area reminds me of Wrath of the Righteous. I don't disagree at all.
I'm going.
I don't disagree at all.
As you say.
Uh-oh. Taking her so long. Surely the great Bala must have better things to do than skulk around a tavern. You know the nobles in there must be fawning all over her. Wouldn't you take your time if you were in her slippers? Please, Bala is nothing but an upstart student with an unusually large portion of luck. Anyway, noble blood doesn't automatically grant a person noble taste. If they had any taste at all, they'd be slobbering over the real prize out here on the... Oh, still your tongue, would you? Or I'll cast chattering... Sorry. I'm still baffled that Lord Tripe could ever fall for that tramp. Tripe, perhaps, but Lord Fiffin? Unbelievable. All right, we're finally ready to get another party member. Hold on one second. It does, without the friendly dragon decapitation. Dispatch top tier. 33 is very good at pulling out the heartstrings. Indeed, E33 should win, in my opinion, just for all that it does, on top of being from new devs. Yep, I do not disagree at all. Outside Tavern. Benalyn, what's up, dude? You are just in time for the end of the stream. I am exhausted, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, but I thoroughly enjoyed getting back into Black Geyser again. I plan to do most likely a full playthrough, but if nothing else, an extended playthrough to get through so much of the game and then also experience that expansion so I can have an idea of whether or not it's any good. So I do plan, I'm pretty sure, to be on tomorrow evening as well. So hopefully I'll see you all then. But regardless, I hope you all enjoy the stream and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. As I said before, I personally won't vote for Dispatch, but it deserves a spot in the GOTY list. Hey, that's all we can ask for. Take care, Jovi. Have a good one, dude. Night, Keck. Always good to see you, man. Night, Billy. Wally 33 is my clear game of the year. For me personally, it's been a great year of gaming in general. Yep, there's been a lot of great games this year. We've definitely been spoiled. Night Machine, Night Quintek, you all take care. That's for some milk. Night Ultron.